Ahem. Esoteric. It says Ebb, trust me. The cloud is there. I really only looked at, well, dialogue size and colorblind setting was nice. But yeah, there weren't no controls near as I can see, so we're gonna let it ride. Esoteric Ebb. This is, from what I understand, very similar in tone and style to Disco Elysium. Very good game, extremely popular. But yeah, all I know about this game is there's a goblin with a big nose and a bicycle. Let it ride! Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, immediately. Lore, uses, and roll. Okay. All right. Wow, I start off sucking a fat dick, don't I, with all these minuses. How many points have I got? Okay, a fair amount. And it's real D&D style, too, eh? Okay, it sure is, Token. All right. Wow, proficiencies and everything. They went all out. Uses and roll. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Get ready for the next, like, 10 minutes. I could click this pre-built button that you can't see. Hold on one second. Didn't realize the bottom of the stream was cut off. Just a hair and a smidge. Well, now everything's breaking because I'm the worst streamer in twitch.tv/token. It's not quite centered. Yeah, that'll do. But now the top's cut off. Oh, I'm the worst. There you go. Well, that's covering it up, but it says pre-built down at the bottom, so won't be doing that. Background focus is punching bag, troll killer, kiosk kid. Oh, there is so much to read immediately. Also, whatever was on the right just went away, which feels rude. What happened to the thing? Little Weirdo is one of them. Hell yeah. Love Little Weirdo. Asgalist. Uthgard Recruit. One Friend. Acolyte. Jeez, there's a lot. Tower Apprentice. Arcane Prodigy. Plowless Pawn. Faithful Harbinger. Esoteric Expert. God, no. Revolutionary Scribe. Abject Apostate. Dead Cleric. And Punching Bag. We came back around. I'm keen on Little Weirdo with my +3 charisma. You're a novelty to them, the boy who would do or say anything for their attention. Oh, that's a little close to home, actually. For their approval. Well, after 2 or so years, you got quite good at it. I wish. All right, charisma build. Why the fuck not? Those who believe in democracy have a wonderful view of folk, to think of them capable of making rational and informed decisions, devoid of personal bias and emotional conduct. It is frankly inspiring. Nicholas Darrow, Memoirs of a Statesman. Charisma measures your eloquence, confidence, and ability to navigate social situations of any kind. In short, it is the force of your unkempt personality. But they don't need to know that. Smooth talk your way into any position of your liking. You can be affiliated with any known faction or thought. Reality is molded around your will, like a chameleon. Become a social operator. Become anything you need to make everyone finally love you. The cleric's unique take on charisma. All right, well, I'm not gonna lie, that is way too close to home, so we're gonna do that and make myself uncomfortable. High charisma, you get an automatic discount on stores. Nice. With every conversation, say the right thing. I wish. Say whatever gets people to like you and become an apolitical force of nature. I'm very political, but sure, why not? Be arguably sociopathic. No comment. Roll. High charisma cleric. Votes for whoever makes him popular. Was socialized as a child. Knows what to say to win favor. Well, that doesn't mean I do. Can actually flirt with some baddies. I can. It goes poorly, but I can. Loves to mind control people. Yes. To make them give me their wallet. Sees truth as a suggestion. Wow. Has no soul. Shut up. A low charisma, isn't very likable, doesn't know how to act with people, fumbles the baddies. Yo, this game gonna have baddies in it? Because hell yeah, let's go. Fears conversations, absolutely not. Is like the opposite of a skilled orator. Is like the opposite of a skilled orator. Phenomenal. Love it. Give me like 16 charisma. Wisdom. I'm not gonna read all of these. I'll look at uses and maybe rolls. I'd rather just look at. Well, cut off there is odd. I can't scroll on that either. That's curious. I'll look at uses. Wisdom. Higher wisdom lets you empower your spells. Be kind and see the good in all folk. Egalitarian hope of Asgallian working class, and there are no big bad evil guys. What? Excuse me? What'd that one say for uses? Be arguably sociopathic. Seems like this guy's being a real dick about things. Yeah, so there's a little troll there. I think I'm starting to get the image. There's a troll there. Well, if I'm going to be a little weirdo, I probably want at least neutral wisdom. Everything else is 6. Good lord. Intelligence. I didn't make anything. No, the quote says I've made burgers. What do you mean? Higher intelligence lets you prepare more spells, think, play, and execute an actual plan. Complete the magocratical Retvern? Vote for yourself. Be a genius without peers. I wouldn't. That's a +0 currently. I guess I'm fine with +0 on that. I was going to say, oh, I don't need much to get a bonus. That's kind of cool. You don't believe I know how to cook? Depends on what I'm cooking. +2 is fine. Constitution. Uses. Higher hit points. Controls your body in esoteric connection. Your political party pulled 2% last week and you don't care. Pain is good for you. Okay, yeah, so this guy's an asshole. Whatever this troll face is lying to me. I like being hardy. I can get everything to 10, I assume. Dexterity. You can steal anything. Pick locks, sneak, dodge traps, and roll initiative. React quickly as a dashing rogue. Become rich as a Republican revolutionary. Run away, dummy. At the very least, I want. But if I put everything at 10, that's a build. That's a crazy build. All right, 10s across the board, and damn, I look good in a suit. I have no idea what's good or not, but I don't think this would help me very much. I probably want to, like, proficient. Oh, I am. It does say that. Yeah, I got 2 proficiencies. I see. Little weirdo. Yeah, I want to be a little weirdo. Higher strength allows you to equip extra items. That sounds like it'd be phenomenally useful. Be violent and or manly. Useful in encounters. What the fuck is this word? It's not religious. That's not how religion is spelled. Realigious fervor and aesthetic nationalism. And increases your manhood. I probably want something I'm just kind of not so great at. Maybe a charismatic guy doesn't need to be, like, socially smart. That could be funny. And gives me some points to put into other things. Like strength for equipment or dex to get the fuck out of the way. Intelligence and dex. Charisma. The little weirdo class says I'd do anything for their approval. I was the boy that would say anything for attention. So, little typecasting here. Other than charisma. Yeah, I was leaning towards... The only reason I would take strength is because I can equip extra items. Dex to, dodge shit and not be near shit. Luffy. I mean, Luffy's ridiculously strong and dexterous and constitution and charisma. Low intelligence. Pretty neutral wisdom, that Luffy, so no, not at all. I'll go dex. So I have no idea if this is good or not. plus 5 to charisma is probably crazy out the gate. Zorro, I'd rather be dead than be Zorro. I have a personality. Plus 1 dex, plus 2 intelligence, not great wisdom. Con and strength are neutral. Sanji, just say Frankie. Cut to the end and say Frankie. God almighty. 5 days until the first ever election. Who decided that? An explosion erupts at the heart of the city. No one wants to deal with it, so they send you. Yeah, valid. A cleric with good intentions, but no direction, albeit one with incredible conversational skills. Complete your quests in any order. Don't be afraid to make interesting choices, and always remember to play the winning side. The campaign will take you from level 1 to 6 and will play for 5 to 8 sessions. Interesting. It's been a journey to be put together. I hope you have a good time. And whatever you do, don't believe a word your wisdom 8 says. Your 8 wisdom says. What do you mean? Ahem. Speak with dead. Gonna be a lot of reading. 3rd level next. You grant the semblance of life and intelligence to a corpse of your choice within range, allowing you to answer the questions you pose. The corpse must still have a mouth and can't be undead. Yeah, do be that way. The spell fails if the corpse is the target of the spell within the last 10 days. So I can do this once, is what I'm hearing, given the election is quite soon. Very TTRPG? Absolutely. This is clearly somebody, like, injected D&D mechanics, legally distinct D&D mechanics, into legally distinct Disco Elysium, and it spat out a goblin with a fucking nose on him. It's literally just D&D. No, they'd get sued if they did that. Wink. Ron Flex, would you sue these guys for copyright infringement? What do you mean, yes? Shut up, you. Until the spell ends, you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions. The corpse only knows what it knew in life, including the language it knew. Oh, that's gonna be a pain in the dick, I wager. Answers usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are hostile to it, or it recognizes you as an enemy. The spell doesn't return the creature's soul to its body, it only animates the spirit. Thus, the corpse can't learn new information, doesn't comprehend anything that happened since it died, and cannot speculate about future events. I imagine that's not actually relevant. I think that was just a loading screen. Like, immediately relevant, I mean. You learn about D&D from myself and random videos and campaigns you find? Yeah, well, probably gonna learn a lot this game. Ahem. I don't know what this guy looks like, so until I have a face to the voice, it's just gonna be my name. Yor or Jor, depending. Truth and nothing else, a voice declares. What is your name? My name is Ragan. That doesn't sound right. Ragan, stay quiet. Ragan doesn't sound right. Ragan. I did this in Disco Elysium, too. I refused the name Harry Dubois and wound up with, was it Raphael Ambrosius Costo? No one calls you by your name. Yeah, nobody likes you. Boo. Oh, yeah, nobody likes you. Boo-hoo. What? You're often referred to as cleric. So my name is... Yes, speak it. Yeah, all right, it's Ragan. Correct! You answer another question from the darkness. What is your occupation? What is this, an interrogation? Yeah, look around. God damn it, wisdom. It's more than darkness, it's nothing all around you. All right, what's an occupation in this context? This is for sure about your job. Oh, well, thank you. You know, the job. Your class. Tell the voice about your class. I have a very important job to do. You do, and it'll be a great payday. Hell yeah, love that for me. Takes a while before the next question is posed. What is your current goal? Pronounced the name in one podcast interview and said it's sort of like Ron. Wrong. Maybe. The Goblin Chieftain, she needs you. Ayo. To find the Goblin Chieftain, is that right? You know it to be true. No reply, no feedback. Then the voice asks, "What is your political affiliation?" The question strikes your entire consciousness, sending it spinning. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure what this has to do with me being enshrouded in darkness. Yeah, this is a setup, has to be. My voice is cracking. I gotta have beverage. It is the Asgalists. Yes, they are decent, possibly. Ran is in the past tense of run. Why did it say to ignore wisdom? It's my lowest stat and it keeps failing. Yeah, I like wrong. I like wrong better than ran, but hey, if they said it's pronounced ran, I'll pronounce it ran. We've moved beyond the bounds of dictators. We are free to make our own choices, thanks to the revolutionary freestriders. Elections are exhausting. Boy, failure. He's telling the truth. What do you mean? Pronounce this, I wish. Yeah, well. If it's my official voice acting audition to the devs when they inevitably watch this, I want to pronounce it right, don't I? It hides in the back of your skull, a fact that you are bound to be a nationalist. Yeah, okay. Stream chat's... Oh, the stream chat is covering that. Okay, so I'm going to move you guys. I know. Sacrilege, you're on that side of the screen now. But I wouldn't want it, you know, covering up that over there. And it frightens you. The pressure, the nationalists, the Asgalists, the freestriders. I don't know any of these words. I'm apolitical, stay silent. Yeah, I don't know any of these words. Don't worry, it doesn't matter. Just say whatever you think will be the most useful to me. Oh. I think you know exactly what that is. Well, fuck nationalism. I don't know what Asgalists is. Freestriders sound like they're all about elections and revolutions, so fuck it, Freestriders. Election week. Peace, prosperity, and fraternity. We're gonna be rich. The voice is fading. There's, this is the end, the final question. How did you die? Well, to quote The Simpsons, avalanche of naked women. I'm hoping. Ahem. Now's your chance. Break free. Fell into divinity. I died when he died. I'm not dead. Do I get to punch things? Yeah, I mean, yes. I'm not dead. A ridiculous thing to ask me. How am I answering all of your bothersome questions if I'm dead? Riddle me that. A game by Christopher Bodegaard. Well, there I go. You're probably wondering how I got here. Raw fury! Funny enough, that's actually how I got here. Today was a fucking day. Yeah, I'm floating in the goddamn void. That's not great for me either. Some intrusive voice was asking about my political affiliations and my name. It was weird. Thought I was dead. That was a whole thing I had to clear up. I probably need that. Just gonna go ahead and assume. This would be a sick album cover. Esoteric Ebb. The font on Ebb is very D&D. And I'm sure that's the only comparison. The whole game's D&D? No. That would get him sued. You don't want that. There's a lot of apples. Yeah, I figured. Day 1, March 22nd. Oh my god, a calendar, I understand. Crazy. Fire Emblem could never. A fresh start. Oh, that was easy. Your body aches. It is stiff as if you've slept for days. Do not sleep in armor, dumbass. Well. Ready for your glorious quest to continue? Oh, let's check my stuff first. What stuff? Oh. And darts to your pouch and uniform. Panic. Sweat. No spellbook, no mace. Face it, you've been robbed. Ow. Your legs shake. Tears begin to form. Deep breaths. Your belongings are surely here somewhere. A circular stone chamber. Storage for apples and corpses. Odd thing to keep. Those piles of apples. Is this Tolstad? What's this about a quest? Oh, I got a hit point. Oh, yes, a quest. You're on a quest to save the city. Interact with the highlighted words to receive a glossary entry. A task performed by heroic individual and or professional adventurer. Oh, of course. Earth be blessed. Your god. You're sleepy. Well, it's Friday, Ellie, so save the city.
You're a shrewd negotiator.
Save it from the jaws of democracy. What now? Democracy is said to originate from an early arcane era in civilizations of old Dominor. It is a rule of majority. Those with suffrage may vote to enable their preferred government, a truly messy and ineffective process. First 3 committees Tumblr suggesting you are... Huh. So, you're joining all 3, right? Old Dominor. Okay, a term for Dominior. Okay. Often used to refer to the band, before it was renamed Reeds during the end of the Coast War capitulation agreements. The band? What? Some say it with sarcasm, some with pride, some say it with fear. For God's sakes. The coast, known as Yours Realm. It is a strip of land divided into 8 bands. The further inland you go, the closer you get to the infinite wastes. It is theorized to be a ring of half-sphere due to the bend in the horizon. Band. An esoteric divide splits the circular coast of Yor into 8 geographic areas, commonly known as bands. Each band has unique esoteric and natural traits, and stretches from the coast to the infinite wastes. Esoteric. The magic of Yor and his strings. The coast is infused with it. They're doing this on purpose. Yor, the name of our realm, also the name of the legendary wizard who created it. He died during the closing at the end of the Gate era. Wizard, a book-learned arcane spellcaster, typically plays Yor's strings by memorizing and executing esoteric rituals and chants. Yor's strings, the ley lines of esoteric power that hold the realm together. Got it. Jesus Christ. You have a banner ad, you legit paid money to make those go away. Well, first of all, thank you for your Prime sub. Secondly, Twitch likes not getting rid of ads with Prime subs until you refresh the stream. Do I remember everything? Not sure. Do you have some sort of amnesia? No. You just remember it. Your thoughts are scattered, but your memory's intact. Okay, but what's the quest? You got a job, the tea shop job. The tea shop job? Yeah, the tea shop that blew up. Easy job. You'll be done in a day or 2. I like quests. How much time do I have? Until the election, duh. Oh, which is in 5 days, okay? The patriarch was very clear. Handle a tea shop before election day. We have a patriarch? A top clerical rank in Norvik. I'm not gonna bother with all of these. It's gonna fucking kill me. Different from Lord Patriarch, which is traditional administrative leader of the city. Only about a dozen men currently hold the rank. They manage a section of the clerics at each of the towers. All right, got it. Must start on the request and complete this quest. I've done this before. Well, maybe not this particular type of job. Your previous experience lies more with some basic Earthguard militia service, as well as a few years at the towers. Excuse me. Rogue sorcery was not your main subject, but yes, you read a lot about these types of fiery events. They're not too common these days. However, this incident does not appear overly complex. I like those. Reason to click, you get experience. Good attitude. There's always more around the corner, so look out. Don't want to miss any. So to be clear, I need to figure out who blew up some random tea shop. More or less. But you've got like 5 days to do it, so no stress. Why is it They'll probably explain. Seems like an arbitrary timer. A very generous arbitrary timer, but still. Oh, wow. I get 10 of 300 EXP. There's also bullshit politics involved here. You'll love it. Oh, phenomenal. Let's finish this job. Damn right. You'll do great. Now get going. All right, but first. Oh, what the fuck? Ow, that was all of my health. Good God almighty. Ow. 4. You feel dizzy. The weight of Earthguard uniform, a dull pain takes hold. Your body aches, its contents rotting. Awesome. You must consume an apple. Ow! There are many apples here, and corpses. Corpses? What the hell is this place? Just take it easy. You might have failed at getting the first 200 or 300 people like you, to like you, but you've got 500,000 other folks to fool in this city. Hell yeah. It is with the utmost confidence that you know eventually someone has to love you. All right, getting a little too real, Charisma. I need you to shut up. Your stats are high or low enough. If your stats are high, chimes will appear in your mind. They will suggest, inform, and offer unique paths. Trust them at your own risk. I'm so very confused. Uh-huh. As you do, your fingers touch upon cold steel, covering your entire head. Oh, I'm in a helmet. Colloquially known as a helmet. Can I take it off? No! Oh. I wouldn't do that. Like ripping off your own face. Not a good idea. Not yet. Interesting. Can't wait until you do. Hell yeah! Anyone's got my back? Charisma's got my back. I love that image of Charisma, too. Like an armored up play mask in a hand. Delicious. If I were a tattoo guy, I'd be like, want it. Want. I do want a tattoo, but my first tattoo has to be Okage related, so... Maybe don't take one from the altar, dipshit. Behold and trifle. Is that supposed to be love advice? What, don't take off my helmet? Garden apple. And then... Can I just... Consume! There it is. Alright! Tab highlights items you can interact with. Okay. This isn't yours, is it? I don't know. What is it? Tattered cloak. Dexterity and minus charisma. Well, I've got charisma to spare, but... Someone has to like you eventually, what you tell yourself every day. Plenty of people like you, Clover. The cloak is sprawled upon an iron slab. As you grab it, you immediately feel the dampness spreading into your gloves. Oh! An Earthguard cloak add-on. It has been ripped to shreds at the base, but you could still use it. Please don't. The thing is disgusting. Wring out the water? Filthy liquids fall on the floor of the stone chamber. Ugh. It's still quite wet. It's heavy. Wring out the water. It's still quite wet. Wring it out! It's still quite wet. Damn, this thing is damp as hell. Okay. Should I wear this? No? Of course you should wear it. A hood is a perfect tool for any decent rogue and or ne'er-do-well. So what if it's a little damp? You have to wear it. But I'm not a rogue? Sorry, the word I am not a rogue is not in your vocabulary, actually. Please rephrase. That's not one word, though. So pedantic. Why am I in this game? So unrefined. Shut up! Unless you're making fun of dexterity, in which case, yeah. I'ma go! I'ma fucking go! We don't need to be here. See you later, guys. Fuck! Alright, well this is gonna be an interesting playthrough, isn't it? You reach for your fancy red pouch of holding. It's a purse, damn it. The cloak easily slips inside the extra-dimensional space with a satisfying slurp. I really love my pouch of holding. I can fit so many things in here. Yes, you're very lucky. This kind of magic item can go upward for 10,000 crowns. Crowns in Norvikian. Crown. The main coinage in Norvik. Got it. Playing with the voices in my head. Yeah, apparently this is going to be an actual peek into my mind, so enjoy. Of course, you don't truly own this pouch of holding. It's property of the state, treated as such. Is it, like, corporate issue? Shut up, it's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. Now put on the cloak and rob some people. Reallocate some resources. Right. Temporary alters your ability scores. Why temporary? Oh, I can move around with WASD. I'm not sure I want to. The mouse is a bit smoother for me. What is this? It's a corpse. Sir, you can't sleep here. Check under the rag. Let him sleep. Must have had a hard day. Must be normal to take naps down here. Cold corpse of a human. Human, tall and beautiful like yourself. Oh, thank you. Known as the pest of the coast. Yeah, that's about right. By those who are less inclined to reproduce like rabbits. Looking over him, you find, hair. Pale skin. He's got a beard, too. He was alive. Once. Yeah, this guy looks fresh. Like he could just sit up and talk to you. Do I have... I see my spells down here first. Barely visible on stream, but they're there. I don't know if I have Speak with Dead. Determined by how challenging the roll will be for you. DC. If you select the dice choice, you get to roll a 20-sided die. What? If you get the same or higher DC, you succeed that roll. I'm good with corpses, right? What do you mean? Like I've been trained to handle them, right? You know exactly what you're doing. A formal training is for people without true talent. Right. I'm a master of corpsecraft. I'm not afraid to get my hands bloody. Truer words have seldom been spoken. The DC went down. Nice. I believe in my non-existent abilities. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Woo! Glad well, I guess it wouldn't have mattered with my +2, but glad I lowered the DC anyway. There's something strange here. This is no regular gentle repose. Look close, but do not move the corpse. Signs of being either a hard worker or a careless worker litter his skin. Scars, you mean? Cause of death appears to not be directly visible. No blunt trauma. Considering his age and shape of his body, the man most likely died of common disease or internal failure. It's pretty broad and vague. Unless you're willing to start cutting, that's all you get. Fair enough. Except... what? There's also a marking on his right leg, a circle with a cross inside of it. Like a tattoo, or... You recall it as the marking of PR, potential revivification. Oh, this guy can be revived. Seems so. Most likely died during care and was granted immediate gentle repose. However, he clearly did not have an RF, a revive fund, nor did he have family members with enough ready cash. Or perhaps he was just an unlikable fellow. Who knows? Fair enough. It's okay to loot him, right? Yeah, why not? Look, he's dead. Who cares? Not like the guy will complain, but don't go around talking about it too loud. Exactly. Yo, charisma gets it. It would be dishonorable. Shut up! Only take that which you need for your quest. Grave robbing is frowned upon by some, even in these enlightened times. Either way, you will not get in any trouble. No one will know. Don't tell anyone, Ron Flex. Should I cast Revivify him? Oh, sorry. Misclicked. We're gonna... potentially, yes. Although the question is more akin to, why should you? Third level spell slot is a valuable resource. Why waste on a blue-collar corpse? Intrigue. I should stop bothering him. Auto-saving. Well, I don't need an apple from this guy, but, like, fucking... Who's gonna miss 6 crowns? Am I right, chat? What's this, then? A divine shrine covered in apples. The runes fill your senses as you approach. I'm curious about this scarecrow-looking guy up here with all the apples. Colors faded. The monument is hollow, void of all life and divinity. And worse, it's covered in rotten apples. Rotten. Sacred shrine left in this state. It's an insult to Earth and all his people. These rare? No, you'll find shrines like this all over Norvik. Don't take apples from the divine shrine. Yeah, they're rotten. Why would I? These old things still around? A remnant of blindness and decay. Hard to let go of national pride. No, it's not. But progress will always lead the way. Alright, we shall move on. You feel small. To cast spells, you must first prepare them at shrines. Oh, prepared spells can be cast, whether the cleric has a reason to do so, either in or out of dialogue. Each cast expends one spell slot at the corresponding level. I'll just remove the... It does not take long for you to remove the nasty apples away from in front of the shrine. Small improvement, but big in heart. Sure. I can't heal here through divine assurance or something? Yes? Possibly. The gods are kind to you. Do you think they care? If you want healing, you have to do it yourself. Well, I have a -1, but I did remove those apples, so... What have I got to lose? Fuck it. Ooh. That's quite bad. You focus your mind on Earth's symbol, his red eye. You recite a few words of remembrance before you sense the channeled strings around the shrine. They converge upon you. Oh. Well, that's something. Sure is, but you sense there's something you missed. What were those words? The one you learned at the tower? Towers are home base of the Order of Arcane Clerics of Norvik, also known as Ocean. Prep spells. Yeah, I'm prepping spells. All I've got's Cure Wounds, it looks like. Spell DC is 12. 1 spell, 0 cantrips. Well, literally all I got, so. Yep. 1 bonus action, divine, instantaneous, blah, blah, blah. Finish. I don't know what these are. These are my slots, I guess, and those are my spells. Cure Wounds. Yeah, alright. Strength. A great monument of apples. Divine Scripture, where it does not belong. Shield of Faith. Oh. A very important piece of paper. Alright, well. Let's pick it up then, shall we? A voting card, -1 intelligence. Interesting. Hold on. A scuffled voting card made out to Ron Hemlin. It is from a dwarven office for some reason, and someone has checked all 5 parties on the list. I voted for everyone? Need to bring this to a polling place on election day if your voice is to be heard. Pick up the surprisingly thick piece of paper with a shaky hand. Our new spell I can prep? Well, it was a spell scroll, I assume. The card is slightly torn and has clearly been drenched at some point. At the top it says, Rostkort, in big bold letters. Alright, there's an election. Oh! It was nice not to think about it for once. You've prepared all your life for this. It's time for change, baby! Never had one of those before. Neat. We should get a God King again. It's time for a damn revolution. Yeah, brother, revolution. We'll bring it all down and build it up again. Hell yeah. What are these parties? Nationalist Party of Norvik. Inheritors of Earth's Will. A theocratic organization, founded to uphold the old ways. Ugh, so not what I want. Headed by magistrates and 20-something noble families. Free Strider Revolutionary Party. The new way! People in the East have overthrown the old wizards and gods. For years, the revolution has slowly crept into the city. Now it's time to finally join the free cities and get rich. Asgalist, the Workers' Party. The workers who built this city and want to rule it. Seems only just. Their vision is of a fair and even society, where those who live underneath rise up to show their worth. After all, why can't we share? The Agrarian Rural Party. Those who live off the earth, simple farmers, people of the land, common clay of Ascani fields. Their political movement has been mostly swallowed by the Asgalists. And Arcanist, the Party of Magic. Oh. Party of Magic sounds like a hoot. Ooh. Charisma's telling me it sounds like a hoot. You get the spell, Ron immediately memorizes it like a madman. Oh, hell yeah. Finally, the last box doesn't say anything. This is where you can input whatever you want, or just leave it empty with a null vote. I could vote for me. The box next to each party is filled with a smudge check mark, including the last empty one. Smart move. No one can get mad if you vote for every party. Yeah, they can, actually. Idiotic. You need to pick a side and stick with it. Your honor's on the line. You should jump ship to the winner. That's the Free Strider ideal, baby! Are these all the parties? No. There are about a dozen other large parties in Norvik. Most have been subsumed over the last few years, such as the Civic League of Progressives, the Torch Union, Order of the Scales, Hedonist Party, Ayo, and the various guild parties. The Agrarians and the Arcanists are the only ones who have not joined a larger party or fallen aside. Talk about this Hedonist Party. Good to know. So, hey guy. You approach a shambling man by an apple pile. He does not acknowledge your presence. Greetings, citizen! Glancing under the hood, you catch a blank expression spread upon a dried face. What's your name, sir? He has not turned to look at you. You trying something here, smartass? Why is he not listening to me? This is a reanimated corpse. Ha! Should I defeat this zombie? Yes, it is only just. Undead are not allowed in Norvik. Oh, fuck, am I a zombie? Is that why I can't take off my helmet? Guy's not harming anyone. Honestly, he's probably a more productive member of society than you. No offense. What's he doing? Seems to be fussing over the apples or something. Thanks, wisdom. Are you a member of the undead? He does not respond. Not even a groan? How disappointing. I found this voting card. Is it yours? Okay, well, keeps working slowly. You grip the voting card firmly in your gloved hand. It is indeed yours. Keep it safe. You're very rude. I think voting for the nationalists. Free Strider Revolution is good for the city. You need to establish as Gallist. I don't have political opinions, so I guess I don't need this voting card. Why is it, as somebody who likes charisma in video games and finds himself rather, or believes himself to be somewhat charismatic, why does that translate to apolitical? I'm absolutely not apolitical, and I appreciate my charisma. Whatever. Free Striders, baby. Oh yeah! They'll bring the fortune of reeds to every corner of the coast. You've become a Free Strider. Nice. For choosing this political stance 2 times. Reeds, one of the 8 bands along the coast, is a temperate land of lowlands and many lakes. Commonly seen as the homeland of humans, large portions are still cursed, holding entire undead cities, eternally burning valleys and floating mountains. Those mountains sound cool. With permanent suffrage, the people will be able to steer... I'm just saying this to the zombie. Open trade with free cities of the Reeds will make us all rich. We have to hope the guilds don't rebel when Earth's labor protection laws get thrown out. Well, hold on. I want labor protection laws. What do you mean? Assuming that means protect the working class, right? Permanent suffrage, people able to steer it. Yeah. We'll be rich. Rich, I say. Am I boring you? Well, he seems to be not hurting anybody, so I'll just leave him to it. I can also right-click. Oh, God. Yeah, I can't move the camera. I also can't walk past him. He is currently blocking my way. He just won't move. Free Striders are free trade and business interests. Ew, God, it's libertarian? Gross. Asgalis are the workers' union and rights parties. Ugh. Well, you know, when I was a teenager, I thought I was libertarian, so... Prep the spell. He knows the damn spell! Noki said he memorized it immediately. If I go here, look. Prep spell. Shield of Faith. And Cure Wounds. Finish. Ta-da! There. I was totally wrong. I needed to prep that, but whatever. I still need to prep it. Shut up. This guy won't move. Alright, well. These all rotten or what? A pile of apples. Okay, but are they rotten? Stare at the pile of apples. Walk away. If you know it's good for you. Apples are good for you. Should they be stored alongside corpses? No, it's a health hazard. Of course not. It's nasty. Okay, I will be on my way then. All right. Well, seems much like when I was a teenager, I've got to realize that libertarian is stupid, not the way, and support workers' rights. As Gallists, it's you and me to the end. But that did require me to, like, talk to people and go outside to come to that. Vizkin's Lair. Good morning, cleric. That's me. Hello. It's Viskin, local mortician. The pale man sits hunched over a stack of forms. Busy at work, his pencil slowly lifts out line... Learn to read, idiot. His pencil slowly filling out line after line. On top paper, you see an icon of a serpentine drake. That symbol, it's on a lot of official documents of this city. That is the Great Perch of Norvik. I know what Norvik is at this point. Ahem. Up and about, are we? Wonderful. I am Viskin, local entrepreneur and proprietor of this lich house. It appears you don't really belong here, but if there's anything I can do for you, cleric, just let me know. He smiles at you. His smile causes you to stir a deep feeling of unease. It is almost... as if it is almost there, but just not quite. I woke up below. Yes, I know. Maybe you should ask why instead of stating the obvious. Next to a wet cloak in full armor. Got any food? Yeah. A bunch of apples. It was weird. I wish I could ask all these, frankly. Why? Puts down his pen. I'm afraid to say you've been through quite the turmoil, cleric. I died, didn't I? Those fishermen who brought you here certainly thought so. Not that I blame them, you weren't exactly in prime condition. They'd caught you in their nets, believe it or not. Oh. Such a strange tale. So, not dead, just a bit wet. So I am, in fact, alive. The pale man stops for a moment. He looks you up and down. Yes. I believe you are. How's he gonna know? Where can I find these fishermen? He ponders a question. I did not ask for names, sorry to say. But perhaps Waterlane? That's just a guess. Waterlane, the largest trade port in Norvik, located in a massive tunnel piercing the center of Tolstad. It is a so-called marvel of dwarven engineering, and the reason so many people commute to Tolstad over the many bridges. Considered as one of the great crafted wonders of the world. Good guess, lots of boaters hang out down there. Either that or the local tavern. I hope you find them. I have some other questions, I think. Do you now? 31?! There's zombies downstairs. What the fuck? 31! Best I can roll's a 19. What do you mean 31? The way he says yes sounds like a lie. Good. I like giving characters voices I think suit them, and I think that voice suits this guy. There's a zombie in your basement? Oh, how quaint. That's not really an appropriate response, my guy. Apologies, cleric. We're closely connected with the city below. The undead seemingly wander as they please. However, I will have to take this up with the Lady Sageleaf. I pay good crowns for protection. Note I didn't get that one explained to me. Oh, so it's all a misunderstanding. Good. Wait, no, I don't actually believe you. You don't seem very alarmed about this. Don't worry about it. Yeah. A stray undead creature will cause no trouble here. Gives you a rare smile and turns to the kobold by the stairs. Isn't that right, Ost? Ost, chief of security. I didn't even see this dude up in the corner. Yes, master. Kept moving apples. Oh, the apples? Fascinating behavior. So yeah, I don't actually believe you. Nat 20 might help. That's still a 5% chance. What do you mean, cleric? Zombie is working for you. That's illegal. You're a criminal harboring zombie workers. Doing something weird here, and I don't like it one bit. You're just kind of weird, my guy. I greatly apologize for putting you in this situation. It is my neglect that led to this undead creature entering the tower. I will make sure to tighten up security in the future. This isn't... Ost, we're doing a queen sweep of the basement this evening. Get ready. Kobold gives a screeched yell. Yes, master! What's a kobold? Lizard? Yeah, tiny lizard. I will also make sure to report this to both HWBT and the militia. The Halfway Bridge Tribe, commonly called the Halfways, or Hubd. One of the 3 goblin tribes in Norvik, and arguably the most influential despite their small size, led by Lady Miska Sageleaf with their headquarters in Goblin Garden on Toldsta. I do like goblins and women, and goblin women. So I'm inclined to hear this out. Let me get a word in. Amazing. I'm trying to say you're clearly doing something shady here, so of course I'll be sure to ask for a thorough inspection by the PCG. Pest Control Guild. Ah, well, that I got. If there's anything unbecoming about my business here, it shall be uncovered and unveiled. Holy shit, he just keeps going. Thank you very much for your services, cleric. It is because of great men like you that this city stands. I'm sure a good word to your patriarch will show a promotion of some kind as well, especially with the great work you're doing on the tea shop. Hey, he's going in circles. It's time to step in and argue. Argue! I do love arguing. Ooh, the fibers of my being are twitching. I love an argument. Ooh, yes, love an argument. Ahem. Oh, baby! Wow! Hell yeah. Focus on his main point. Illegal zombie, go! Stop. I know what you're doing. The pale man opens his mouth to respond. The zombie did work on your property. Goes his mouth and looks at you. It was picking up apples. Or something. That's a violation of the bone purge. Yes, I am aware. The pale man takes a deep breath, reaches below his desk and brings forth a pouch. An isolated incident. It will not be repeated. He hands it to you. Score. This is a bribe, isn't it? Of course not, cleric. As a city cleric, you obviously have an ability to accept Dagsbotter on behalf of Norvik. Violation of the Bone Purge Code, Article 4, in singular violation causes, a Dagsbotter of minion class is issued. In relation to my status as Toldstart business owner, this is precisely 25 crowns. Ha! He's dealt with this before, huh? Well done, justice has prevailed, sort of. Now that this issue is behind us, anything else you need? Still 31. So yeah, help me out. Of course, cleric, anything for the city. What do you know about spellcasting? You called me cleric. I don't know where to... Well, I mean, I assume I have to look into this tea shop, but, like, where am I in relation to the city? Your shaky voice makes you sound positively... Fort Vivlad. A dwarvish word meaning desperation, anguish, hysteria brought by mental pain. I don't mean to tell you what to do, cleric, but there is a certain rumor that a local goblin chieftain is waiting for you. What rumor? Just common murmurings. Lady Miska Sageleaf is her name. She is down in the Goblin Garden. A dwarven-built citadel sitting atop the southernmost tips of Toldstadt. It is now a goblin sanctuary and greenhouse. Of course you've heard of her. Lady Sageleaf is quite famous. Yeah, you don't want to fuck with that one. Okay, if we drop the word if, what are my feelings? Dragon of Toldstadt. Ooh, they call her the Dragon of Toldstadt. Okay, so she's a spicy goblin woman, because I just married one of those, so... You're not exactly instilling fear into me. The goblins live in a garden. Well, not quite. You'll see when you get there. And when you do, make sure to pay your respects. Lady Sageleaf is a powerful ally. Is there a non-spicy goblin woman? I suppose I have yet to encounter one. Good point. I would even go so far as to call her the de facto lawkeeper here on this island fortress. Wait, is part of the job talking with some petty goblin queen? No, put an R in that word, you idiot. You may find her at the southern tip of Toldstadt, the pale man says. Keep scribbling in his paper in front of you. He does not value your time. Alright, well, that'll do. Great. Anything else you wanted to ask? I'll be going. Before you do, make sure to collect all your belongings. I was going to ask about that, but the game wouldn't let me. Gives you a quick inspection with his dead eye. Too quick, like he's trying not to show interest. Weird. At least he's not hitting on you. He's like a 7. Or would that be an improvement? I can't comment on that. Did I have any weapons on me? Got it, don't need your help. yeah, I'm off to quest a bit. Did I have any weapons on me? None, I'm afraid. They must be at the bottom of River Torna. River Torna, the second longest... Oh, that's going to be a pain if I have to go find them. Longest documented river along the coast, splitting the band of Ascani in half. Okay, so what are my belongings then? Quite a lot. Your uniform, your cloak, and also a voting card. A peculiar voting card. Every party has been marked. I'm assuming it's yours. Yeah, I'm indecisive. Pale May ignores your comment. I asked Ost to lay the surviving pages of your spellbook to dry over there, he says and points across the chamber. He then looks at his pocket watch on his desk. There is an esoteric pocket watch. You may have it. That is an esoteric pocket watch. You may have it, cleric. It will surely prove useful to you. Beyond that, you should be good. Got it. Pale Man turns his face towards you and smiles. If only every government employee was as devoted as you, cleric, gives you a stern expression. Good luck on your quest. Leave now. When exploring the city, you may move faster by running. Double click or hold shift / left trigger. Time to go. So the pocket watch is mine. A pocket watch. Might as well. +1 intelligence? Sure. Human cause no trouble. Yeah, I'll try. Okay. +1 intelligence is good. This is -1 intelligence. This is +1 dex, -1 charisma, which is not ideal. Helm! That gives me no stat bonus. Noted. Do the eyeball option on characters. Interesting. Yeah, okay. Well, that was... Click behold. Down here? Oh. Okay. Kobold, level 9 rogue. This one was quite hostile. Stay on your feet. His expressionless eyes seem to keep watch at all times. He's obviously determining where to strike you to die as quickly as possible. How humane. I don't get the rest of it. Interesting. So do I get different amounts based on how well I roll? Because that's cool. I keep right-clicking to pull up the menu. Yes. Ah, neat. Oh, yeah, DC 10, 15, 20. Okay, okay. Reads folk. Pale man handles corpses in the basement. A typical self-employed city contractor. That's really cool. So about my scrolls. I wish I could move the fucking camera. I cannot, though. I can zoom out, which is good enough, I guess. Are these my magics over here? There's also this chest. Bits! Thank you, Jeppo, for the bits. Resting resets those and you get another shot at them after a rest. I did not read what it says when I observed this. An unlocked chest full of strange rocks. Hey, fella. Wiggling his little clawed feet, the kobold follows your every move with cold, unflinching yellow eyes. Master, say you behave. You are adorable. Kobold glares at you. A battle of will, don't give in! Glare back. Your eyes meet each other, still ever vigilant. The kobold does not move. Yes, you keep staring at each other. You're doing it! Eyes meet eyes. You're looking at kobold's yellow eyes. Looking hard. You should probably stop this. Kobold meets your gaze and keeps meeting. I don't think I'm getting any more out of this. Ahem. Fair. So anyway, I have some questions for you. Short question. Go. Who are you? You are a kobold. That's not a question. How'd you get the gig? You wouldn't actually shoot me. Can I borrow your crossbow? Yeah, hey, can I have that? Human is kidding. Not funny. You would make greater use of it than this puny creature. Just take it. Kobold snorts. Go away. Don't let that slide. Just take the crossbow, please. No! Just take it. Convince the kobold. Don't take it. Come on. Kobold stares at you. Oh, how do we do this? Appeal to his better nature? I don't fucking know, man. Stealing would be evil, so just demand it loudly. No, please don't. Find a reasonable argument, probably with a lie. Better nature. Come on, let me have it. No! He imitates a tone and stares at you more. All right, well, you know, come on. Shit. Yep. It's difficult. Kobold already hates your guts. Don't make it worse. Okay, I'll tell Vicekyn you called him stupid. Master don't believe you. Go away. All right. Thank you for your time. Where the hell's my magic at? Not this. What is that? Well, let's read the open one. An open manual for esoteric geometry. You know this already. You flip open the tome. There are fine handwritten letters scattered across the pages. While the symbols appear to be readable, you do not understand the language. De verbis draconum ars occulta. The author's name is Calum de Minori. Anyone who uses this term for anything modern is either anti-free strider or lives under a rock. Right, I need to get my hands on comprehend languages. You do! It's highly annoying that you seem to have lost your memorization. Find a spell scroll. Maybe you could buy it somewhere. It's fairly common. Alright, well. What is this? The stone slab design. Oh, okay. Iron beams. Interesting. Interesting indeed. -3 intelligence. I don't want that. It's a ruined prayer book. What the hell? But why can't I engage with it in any way? So here's the thing. Like, it's bad, and I shouldn't equip it, but there's got to be a reason it's here. The book is ruined. Most of the pages, while dry now, have been completely drenched. Only a few pages of the soggy, brackenish papyrus pages are readable. They appear to contain some type of undecipherable symbol. Going through dialogue advances time by 1 minute. Not vital at this point, but good to be aware, as there's some things depend on time of day. Ugh! Probably one of my least favorite mechanics in Disco Elysium, but lo and behold, it's back. I should adjust my setup. The time of day is hidden by a monitor as well as my health, and that might be important. Ascani writing of the most basic kind. Wait, oh no. Someone has attempted to dry this to the best of their ability. Ooh. No, no, no! By Earth. This is your prayer book! Ah! So many hours wasted! Ow! You would have had to rebind the whole thing! It's ruined! That'd be expensive. Let's get our hands on a new one instead. A chant book is able to sustain humidity, not underwater excursions. You should have protected Earth's chants more carefully. What a disgrace. This is real Disco Elysium inspired. I don't have my weapon. My fucking car is ruined. I suppose I remembered my name. They skipped the amnesia bit, but... Well, that's embarrassing. I think it's time to hit the bricks. The smell of salt upstairs. Toastall. Well, we got dwarves. I assume. I can't talk to literally the first guy. Like, literally the first guy? Alright, well. Behold! Alphas. Okay. Dwarf. He stands by his ideals with gut and little else. A push will earn his respect. That is his way. I see. Value strength over smooth talkery. Where are we? We're in Esoteric Ebb. Around the amphitheater's scene, you see a number of dwarves hard at work. They're constructing a banner of some kind, carrying a bright green flag. The banner of Asgal, the fool. One of the dwarves stands to face you with a furrowed brow. He appears to be in a staring contest with the orc on the other side of the theater. Oi, Mr. City Man, calls out as you approach. We've made it clear already, we're not moving, not one bit. He shoots you a shit-eating grin. That's no way to greet a cleric of Norfolk. I'm just passing through. What's going on here? Just working. Boys will be done soon enough. You hear the other dwarves laughing behind him. Nothing illegal going on here. Nothing at all. Nothing illegal, huh? We have the papers. Nothing illegal. At all. They're both guilty and innocent, just like you. It's Simmy and the boys! One of the older dwarves spits on the ground next to him. You even know who you're talking to, kid? This here is Alphas the Barn Emvers, a foreman in the Asgalist movement of Norvik. Absolutely gonna reinstate the draft? I'm too old for it, so sucks to be not me. He's done more good than all of your... he's done more good than all of your Earth God combined. A true speak of Asgal. You're a celebrity. Simmy exaggerates. He gives the older dwarf the stink eye. I'm also not in any way proud of my heritage. Nobility is a poisonous hierarchy. Just wanted to make that clear. Don't mention the whole noble thing. It'll piss him off unless you want that. So he set up a play? A play? We're holding a rally for the cause. This evening, workers across Toldstad will gather to hear the word of Asgal. You be drafted up to like 40? Well, I'm too big. Much too tall. Can't be in a sub, can't go on the front lines. I'm colorblind. They don't want me. And no one's gonna stop it. Agent Vera. You're laughing coming from across the street. Papers, Alphonse. I think Vera's a woman. I thought I heard a womanly laugh there. So, what do you want? The orc lady sure is annoying. So what's the problem? Where to even begin? So, it's forenoon. I get the lads together. When we arrive, there's this accursed woman standing there. Dwarf shudders. Women, ugh. She starts complaining. He reaches for something in his pocket and takes out some documents. We show her the papers. They're going to start automatically registering every male between 18 and 26. 1, when you turn 18, you have to fill out a draft registration card anyway, if you're a male. 2, yes, I did hear that. 3, I'm older than that. So, once again, sucks to be who's not me. And the papers are no good, she says. Circle square conflict added. Real convenient, I say. Now there is nothing wrong with... No, there is nothing wrong with these papers. We own our rights to speak out against tyrants and burgers. As in Burgermeister, not hamburgers. Bureaucracy. They sure are playing a game they can't win. How dreadful. Sure is. Isn't it a bit macabre to hold a rally on top of a morgue? Yeah, actually. Morgue? Dwarf grumbles to himself and glances over at the Lich House stairs. I thought it was a dentist. Fair assessment. Is it? No matter, the Asgal movement is not afraid of death. Your laughter from the orc behind you. Big words, Alphonse. Or Alphaz. Grits his teeth. Damn orc. So what's the rally about? Guilds. For decades, there have been collective bargaining between Norvican workers and the city guilds. Say what you want about Earth, but he kept a tight leash on the upper class of the city. Damn right he did. Blessed be his name. Leash was bad. Damn right he did. Yeah, but look, this ain't the same since his death. The Free Striders have burrowed into every darn power structure, from paper boys to bookbinders. In less than a dozen years, salaries have stagnated and prices have gone up. Yeah, we're libertarian. Fucking free market capitalism is attacking. My bad, I gotta back out of this Free Strider bullshit. What this guy's on about. Asgal forever, baby. They said Free Striderism would make the city rich. I say it makes people poor. Yeah. That's Reaganomics. We need change. So you're to convince a bunch of Tolstad workers to vote for the Asgalis party. More or less, yeah. But it's also about the spirit of community. Together, we can fight against the purchase of our labor. Alone, we are brittle as a twig in the, Old dwarf pipes up. A twig in the wind? No, it's not good enough. Brittle as a boar with rabies. A twig in a fireplace. That's good! I like that! I like Alphas. Anyway, the rally will be a success. We used to get rid of that orc. So we can call out to all the workers of this magnificent city. Vote! Vote with your gut and vote with your manhoods at stake. Alright, I don't know if you need to bring manhood into it, but sure. Good luck fighting tyrants. Thank you, Mr. City Man. I appreciate it. Have fun. So about this orc. The orc observes you with great interest. Anything else going on around here? I guess there's an exit that way. Something was there that just vanished, interestingly. Thought it was a dentist. Alright, I'll have a chat with the orc. I should probably have observed her first. On the edge of the ruinous amphitheater, you see an orc sitting on one of the many loosened stone blocks. It looks as if she's waiting for something or someone. Agent Vera. Exuding an air of authority around her, the large woman gives a wry smile, her tusks gleaming. Not just physically imposing, this orc knows exactly how to exert power in other ways as well. Ah, she'll grab him by the dick. What's this? Not often we get Earthguard around here. You sure walk around like a damn advertisement in this drab uniform. She presents her palm to you. Vera is my name. I am second command guild agent of Tolstad. Nice to meet you. Be nice to her. She's a free strider. Make sure she knows you're a cleric. Do not grab her hand. That's not what that is. I'm the cleric. Apologies, not Earthguard, cleric. I assumed the term was interchangeable, but I suppose you're not all esoterically attuned. She accepts your annoying correction with a smile. Probably means she sees you as no threat, a mere puppy. She shoots you another smile, waiting patiently for you to say anything. So what's the deal with the dwarves? Oh, them were complicated as anything. I wouldn't be sitting here wasting my precious day if it wasn't for them. But in short, they're holding an unlawful assembly. And they won't let me take a look at the document. They're proving it. Not frustrating at all, she says and winks at you. She telegraphs her sarcasm heavily. This is useful when communicating with slower individuals. Boy, don't I know it. God, the amount of sarcasm I have to dish out on a daily basis. Explain it in detail. Maybe I want to see his papers. I have some other questions. Can't wait. Let's give her the old once-over. Terrible. A traveler. Yeah, all right, cool, awesome. Bye. About this rally. Can I see those papers? He gives his companion a glance. Why? Struck an argument as to why I should get the papers. That's a low intelligence check. All right, nice. Just tell me you're an expert and you're on side. I'm an expert! Are you now? Yes, and I'm on your side. Are you now? Now hit him with, I'm your best shot at getting you out of this. Dwarf grumbles, his eyes go from you to the orc behind you. Fine. Dwarf sighs and grabs something out of his pocket. PPG document. I trust you with these documents, city man. Oh boy, if you hand those to the orc, this could all be over right now. Tell us we're in the wrong, I dare you. Because we're not, shouts the older dwarf. What'd you miss? You know, a little bit of politics. Take a step back, check it out, let's see what's actually going on here. You can examine certain items. Yes, I'll take a look at it. All right, what do we have here? -1 intelligence and -1 wisdom. A formal permission of public gathering contains lots of legal nonsense, making it difficult to parse. Okay. It's quite light, some kind of magazine, like some kind of, wait. It's quite light, some kind of magazine paper. Unrolling it reveals a short statement about political rally at the Circle Square. Permission of public gathering accepted, says in big letters at the bottom, and the signature, Tolstoy magistrate Nicholas Darrow. The actual text uses archaic and typically bureaucratic writing style. Spoke with Vera makes this easier. I see. Have I seen this before? Never. Oh, well. Good enough. You scan the text again, checking for spelling, phrasing, and terminology. It's perfect. Not a single error. Except the date. It says the rally is supposed to be held on the 16th. The document is perfectly legal, but it's expired. Oh no! Look at the dates. It's expired. Oh no! Cool document. It is not. What do you mean? Intelligence and I'm not sure I want to say this with a chat full of hungry quoters. Intelligence and I are not going to get along. Dexterity's all deceptive and cool, but leads me down the wrong path. Now, charisma. Charisma gets me. Well, let's stop looking. So, about that rally. I checked out the papers. Takes a deep breath. Okay, what'd you find, city man? I mean, I want to let him know I'm on his side, right? Like, these expired, like, last week. Takes papers and shakes his head. With a groan, I know, the date's just a mistake. I personally had this signed by the magistrate 2 days ago after the supposed expiration date. Should have checked it more carefully. I did when I turned in the application. This error only appeared on the document I got back. I'm not at fault here. Doesn't matter. Whether Darrow fucked us or not, we're here and they can't make us leave. Zume Sinclair. No, for your sake, you're not the sorry lad she's hired to the deed. I'm here to observe. Fan's cap. Dwarven word meaning something along the lines of devilry. I see. Well, let's see if I can't convince her that I looked at the papers and everything's in order. She seems a bit smug, though. I'm thinking maybe she knows they're expired. And is just sort of, like, biding her time on the situation. Oh, cleric? About the dwarves. Yes, if they had enough of wasting my workday. So I should just... well, I don't have it anymore. I don't want to tell her they're expired. Should I just... No, I'm on their side. All right, hey, wait here. Fucking talk with him, damn it. Hey, guys, so I know I said they're expired, but, like, I'm cool, and I'm on your side anyway. Checked out the papers. You guys are in the right. Takes papers. Right! Now go tell that to the orc. Okay. Bright smile. About the dwarves. Oh, make a decision. Boy, if I could read. Oh, did you now? Don't get involved with this bullshit unless you really want to pick a side in this Free Strider Asgalis conflict. So High Charisma really wants me to stay out of politics and just whoever wins be like, guys, I was always on your side, you know it. Which, fair enough. A younger me saw the appeal in that, but, you know, older me still has charisma. You gotta pick a side. That's... If people just stay apolitical, nothing's gonna get done. You gotta pick a side. It's a bit complicated. I have no opinion on this matter. Listen, I think he's entirely within his right to hold the rally. Such a powerful declaration, yet I don't see any proof whatsoever, or any real argument either. Trying to stop them from holding off a rally, there's nothing wrong with the document. It's clerical error, the real date is today. If she lets it slip she knows without having seen it, then it's clearly a setup. There's nothing wrong with his documents. If actually wrong, go and check them again, or don't. She's definitely hiding something, but dare you risk to pry? Figure out why she won't let this go and make her leave. She is daunting. So I have a -1 to my wisdom. That's some low odds. Let it ride! Oh! Attempting to see things from her perspective only makes things muddier. You twist and turn the situation and you just don't get it. Maybe she's really just that focused on justice. Maybe she's just stubborn. You okay, cleric? You'll have to solve this problem by talking to the dwarves. Just tell her you're neutral for now and go talk to Alphonse. That's a bit complicated. I agree, but that does not change the outcome. We have to draw the line somewhere, don't we? Good diplomatic bullshit answer. Love it. Can't I just... I can't leave mid-conversation, unfortunately. Nah. I'd love to go and talk to the dwarves. Don't be... Sorry. You have no stake in this. I'll sit here and be bored for a while longer. She, too, gives off a face of apolitical diplomacy. How deliciously rancid. Okay, so, Hey, guy. She's a bit inscrutable. About the rally. Spoke with Vera. Really now, what did the brute say? Careful now, situation's on a blade's edge. Either taunt him to see if you can get him to act out, or you could try to reason with them. Or simply tell them to leave. The dwarf is pulsating with surge masculinity. This might be a start of a fight if you're lucky. I told her you and your men are in the right. Of course you did, and she laughed in your face, I presume. Well, she's technically right, but morally wrong. It is an expired document. The problem is she seems to know that, having not seen it. Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, well, fucking free striders. Dwarves start grumbling amongst them. You sense falter in Alphonse's expression. The dwarf can be negotiated with now, but helps if he sees you as an ally. Hey, what do you expect me to do, huh? These boys are counting on me. Leave them be. Why not? They'll be chased away eventually. Not your problems. Boy, my brain really wants me to be apolitical. Actually, I have no stake in this. Let them deal with it themselves. I want to help the guy. I don't want to get rid of him. Let him have the rally. Fuck it, right? Asgal would be proud. Dwarf smirks. He knows you have his back. I sure do. Have fun. Well, unless I can go yell at her about this, I think it's time to move on, because we're not making any progress, and seem to be a whole lot of back and forth on this bullshit. I'll solve this. Wouldn't that be something? You could just swoop in and save the day. We'll see. We sure will. I guess I could learn more about her, but that requires talking. Who's this guy? Hold on. Braxo Pencilwing. Doof. Well, he's a devil. Interesting. You raise your head towards the sky. Above you sits a tiny red creature. His wings flutter faintly in the wind. This fiend throws a quick glance your way. He's annoyed. Staring at a piece of paper, he does not acknowledge your presence. What you reading? A sigh escapes the fiend's maw. He slowly puts down the paper. I like the funny pictures. They're the best part. I believe he's being sarcastic. I like the articles more. You can read? Congratulations. Horrifically snide remark. I like this devil already. Wait. Earth God, a cleric. Hell's you doing here? You can go wherever you want. Fuck off. Divine mission, the usual. Very well, I won't get in your way. I, for one, am very happy for your presence. This place has gone downhill since they let goblins and Free Strider run amok. Oh no, the devil's a kiss ass. We need some damn order in this place. Wise words. So, if you need any legal advice, just let me know. Gives you a tiny, sharp smirk. You should be aware of the fact he is literally a devil. A good little devil. Shut up. You can hear out his advice, but don't listen to it blindly. Are you a barrister? Give me free legal advice. Should I invest in stocks? I have some questions about a PPG. Yeah, fair enough. Permission to public gathering. Yeah, I think you know what you're getting at. Looks over his shoulder. He's aware of the dwarf's plight. What would you look for if you're investigating a PPG? How long? What would you look for? Wording, legalese can get pretty complicated, and a good barrister can twist stuff into oblivion. Other than that, I check the basics: name, spelling, dates. Shit! A single lithographic error can cause landslides of trouble. I know from experience. Expired. Huh, strange. Why is that strange? It just seems like such a strange mistake. As Gallists are known for many things, but making a mistake like that ain't one of them. I don't know. Seems strange. Though, if the dwarves got an expired document, they should leave. They have no legal right to be here. Shut the fuck up. How about that? Are you an actual barrister? No, I have no legal position within the city. I'm just fairly knowledgeable in the magistrate's code. He works in city law. Ask him for details. He shows you a foul grin. What's it like being a red little guy? Sure. You want an honest answer or the one I tell my clients? Honest. Okay, let me put it like this. It fucking sucks donkey shit. Do you know what it takes to get a promotion these days? Tell me, brother. Is it expensive? Oh, I wish. We're talking decades of servitude to some sadistic fuck that wants to return to Gogorian's greatness or some shit like that. And then, after risking your life and humiliating yourself, there's a chance this fucking guy will put in the effort of promoting you. And if you're unlucky, you'll turn into a freaking bug. Or worse, something without wings. It's like living my brain. What do you mean? People are not illegal? No, they're saying because they have an expired document that it's illegal to have the gathering. Who are you voting for? Who am I voting for? Or what are you voting for? Same as you. The good guys. Ah, ain't that the way? Hardcore Asgalist. What? He looks genuinely shocked. You're kidding. He examines you for a moment. Asgalist City Cleric, huh? Well, I've seen stranger things. Oh yeah? Which season? He accepts this unreasonable statement with ease. Anyway, you wanted something else? Nah, that's pretty much it. It's over. By the gods. So dramatic. Love this guy. Charisma and I get along like a house on fire. I gotta remember this detail. I might actually get that tattoo. I think it looks sick. And what a reference. Hear about this tea shop? Yeah, of course. Pretty hard to miss when flying past Tolstad. What's your take? It blew up. Not sure what else you want to hear. Why do you think it blew up? Honestly, haven't seen a blast like that since the Coast War. And you didn't hear this from me, but... Little fellow trusts you. He is your friend. Yeah, okay, failure. The scorch marks look like those from a fireball. Clover, you bitch! What have you done? I can't believe you. But not the kind you get from a trigger-happy pit fiend. We're talking high-level wizard stuff. Oh, yeah. Yep, Clover did it. Guys, we got her. Thought she could get away, but nope, she slipped up. Braxo Pencilwing was there to witness the event. Saw her red-handed blowing up a tea shop. I don't know what you're talking about. A likely story. Oh, mighty coin, did Clover maliciously and sadistically blow up a tea shop full of orphaned puppies? Oh my god! The coin tells all, Clover! Be careful, Cleric. Powerful forces are at work here. Thinking about it for a few more seconds makes it clear to me that it's all a big cover-up. Wouldn't be the first time a city-trained spellcaster goes a little off the hinge. Slander! The city does not train people to explode! Well, no, that would be... not... longevity of those people would not be good. Other than that, not to be self-incriminated or anything, but could be a fiend. Or an elemental. I mean, Waterlane has shipments from Kagamesh every other month. Maybe a fire elemental slipped through. Who knows? I think it's a rogue spellcaster. Evil elementals on the loose. A fiend, huh? Don't look at me like that. Worst thing I can do is turn into a bat. An abnormally handsome bat, of course. Ruffled feathers added. But I suggest having a chat with the owner of the tea shop. Who knows what feathers were ruffled, eh? This an Aarakocra? You know what? Tell me about stocks. Oh. I do not give, nor have I ever given investment advice. But, yes. He looks you up and down. I should ask, have you ever bought shares before, Cleric? I don't think so. Okay, some basics then. Pop your eyes, but I really don't care. I was hoping you'd go, absolutely not, and move on. Okay. God's the devil's good. It's a risky way to increase capital without doing any real work. Learn from him. Thank you. Thank you, Charisma. Yeah, I don't actually care. Bye. Nod and leave. Okay, well, he mentioned that the papers were a bit jank, right? A bit strange, those papers. Maybe if I have a word... I assume I don't have the papers anymore, yeah? No, I do not. And my questing tree has many things. What do we got here? Oh yeah, find the... fix your spell book, damn it. Get a weapon. Yeah, I assume that was weapon. Guard yourself, the cleric, one single time. Oh, sure. You've encountered a corpse. Right. Yeah, I gotta look into that. Yeah, okay, that's the weapon. How'd you survive the plunge into the river? Yep. That's a conflict in the circle square. They're all connected, it looks like. Election week. There's feathers up there. Tea shops there. What's this one? Democratization. City is changing. As are you. Volumes and volatile. You've unlocked the ability to ask people who they're voting for. A deeper just you must ask. You must ask over and over at least 20 times. Okay, 10. Noted. Well, I already asked what is it? Devil. Fuck me. I can add nothing else to this conversation. Okay, never mind. About Asgal. What about him? Everyone knows Asgal is some dwarven demigod and or controversial leader. If you want to piss off a dwarf, then just pretend to not know who Asgald is. I like him, he seems cool. Like, he's Asgald, the great, the kind, our liberator. You like him too, then? Yeah, a fair bit. Is this a religion? Most certainly not. Is it a cult? I don't know who you've been talking to, Mr. Cityman, but let me assure you, Asgal was no god or demigod or anything related to it. He was a simple man with a dream of a fair and just society. Nothing more. Ouch, sore spot. Okay, have fun. Rightio, I guess back to what I was doing, which is going this way. Maybe if I had brought him the legal document. The Goblin Garden is ahead. Probably this way where the goblin is, right? Oh, it could be this way, where the goblins are. I don't know which way I was facing when they chimed in with that, so This doesn't look like a goblin garden, and I can't talk to this woman, so I'm gonna assume it was down the other way? I can talk to him. He looks like the goblin with the big honkin' fucking schnoz that Noki likes so much. Snell! Look at the beak on this guy. Can't really see it here, but trust me, man has a beak. I got 11. Snell, rogue, goblin. This goblin gets shit done no matter the odds. Highly competent, but with a craving of validation. Just look at the way he dresses himself. Looks a bit like Scanlan Shorthauled from Critical Role, if I'm being honest with you. You find a goblin standing at the tip of Tolstad. His clothes are fit for a Reedsian trader, and his haircut is fit for Azkani nobleman, a superficial fellow. The goblin cares much about looks. You catch him immediately glancing at your outfit. Yeah, he was a gnome, though, not a goblin? Correct. That's why I said he dresses like him. Baker's Place make a breakfast sandwich called the Ooey Gooey with peanut butter, honey, banana, and cinnamon raisin bagel. That sounds miserable. Goblin cares much about his looks. You catch him immediately glancing at your outfit. Yeah, look at this dude's beak. He can put a fucking eye out with that thing. Jesus Christ. Whoever that is. Alright, Noki likes this guy, and I imagine he'll be rather involved in the plot. Looks like him. Well, he's got the hair right. And the open collar and the chest hair and the shit going on. Yeah, so if he was a goblin, it would look like Scanlan Shorthauled. Honestly, from behind, it could be him. Just ignore the slight tinge of green. Snell, goblin, giant nose. Let me guess. You're the cleric. Taking you for granted, this goblin needs to learn humility. Yes, I'm the cleric, that's me. Nods, looks tired and annoyed. You lean a little further into being the cleric. Okay, yeah. I'm Snell, runner and handler of the HWBT. Old lady's been waiting for you. This old lady must be his chieftain, the matriarch of his tribe. You should greet him properly. Give a traditional goblin salute. That was a failure, so... Perform the salute. Squat down. Hello, goblin! Yeah, let's not offend him wildly or anything. Old lady. The lady of below. The dragon of Tolstad. Raises an eyebrow. Lady Sageleaf. She's been waiting for you, cleric. Oh, they told me what this was. Halfies, right. Halfway. Halfway Bridge Tribe. I'm from the local government. I know, we don't get Earthguard here very often. Right, you were expecting me. Sure was, still are. So... Goblin looks around, clearly struggling to find the right words. Exasperated, more like it. Okay, right. Head down to the garden throne, but, he waves his claw towards you. What's all this? You look like a human shit. You've been floating around in the banks of a river. Your uniform shows it. Ah, right. He's insulting you. The Gaul, teach him a lesson. Thank God charisma is the most important stat. I fell into a river. He gives a shocked laugh. Wait, really? Somebody fished me up. Huh. Lucky you, I suppose. Just, dust yourself off. A dragon's waiting, and trust me, you don't want to disappoint her. Tell me more about her. Sure, for starters, she's the most powerful woman in Norvik. And considering there was an explosion yesterday right in the middle of her territory, I think it's about time you did your damn job, cleric. Is she spooky? Yeah, real scary. Insult her and she'll bite your head off. Okay, so I'm immediately going to be attracted to her, is what you're saying. Then she'll scorch your corpse to dust. Do your damn job. Yeah, hit on a goblin. Is it Snell? Maybe. Depends on how it goes. Listen, the nose is maybe a bit of an issue depending on certain activities, but Snell's a handsome guy. Then she'll scorch your corpse to dust. He laughs and crosses his arm. But seriously, she will fuck you up if you annoy her. Take me to her faster, actually. Good, but just make it perfectly clear some ground rules. Don't Never. I would never. When have I ever said anything stupid? Especially to an easily angered woman. How's that wisdom looking? Pretty great. Don't climb the trees. Easy. Stay away from the edges. Okay. And, he grinned, showing off his polished fangs. Enjoy the garden, cleric. He was rehearsing that. Goblin scurries down the stairs. He seems to be in a hurry. The dragon sounds dangerous. Keep track of her fangs. Tell her what she wants to hear and you'll be fine. What is saying stupid shit's my whole gimmick? What do you mean? How dare you? Nonsense. Give me one example. I look out over the river. The cold Ascani wind seeps through the cracks of your helmet. Earth be blessed. He is always with you. Sure. What? The game played like hot buttered ass. Nothing stupid about that quote. Shut up. I meant the game Ratchet and Clank going commando. I was well within my right, thank you very much, to say that. Tab kind of zooms. God, I wish I could scroll the camera. Baldur's Gate 3 style. Well, before I go poking around at whatever these are. Look like dice and chests and whatnot. Should probably... Yeah, okay, all right. All right, we get it with the quotes. We don't need to keep haranguing them. Thank you very much. Let's find this this dragon before I go. That's probably... Well, there's Snell. Oh, that must be the dragon. Sorry, I'm in the wrong spot. I'll come down to you. The map's isometric, and I didn't really... Stomach twists. The dragon herself. Gasp. I'll talk to Snell first, I guess. So, You approach him below a sprawling tree. The well-dressed goblin stands proud beside his master. Go ahead, cleric. With a proud smirk, he motions towards the wooden throne. You should stand before the throne and address her court. Okay, then. I'll stand right about here and, well, give her a beholding. One must behold people. Oh, well, wouldn't have gotten me anything extra, that 13. Lady Sageleaf, level 18. Damn. Something is very wrong. Oh, that's concerning. Her eyes are striking your soul. Hold on to that feeling, or you will be consumed. Oh, brother, listen. I'm very familiar with that feeling. Sorry, I meant to back out of that, and I don't really know how. Ahem. You approach the throne. The sprites flutter, their glow illuminating the trunk of this great tree. Its roots reach far below, its branches holding up the dirt ceiling above. Yeah, she's hot. On the throne sits a tiny goblin, her smirk as bright as it is threatening. I'm saying that because I realized my point was indefensible. I assure you, I knew my point was exactly as defensible before and after that whole exchange. Thank you very much. The level of which I believed in the ability to defend my point did not change. You know? Yeah, as well. So, this is the dragon. Yes, I can see it. Her glare is magnificent. Voice to give her. We should get Kaida in here. I cannot really do women voices very much at all, with the exception of like ridiculous falsetto. Oh, cleric of Norvik. Yeah, but that's not going to be her voice, obviously. The problem is I want to put like some goblin twinge to it. Like I've kind of got Snell giving it a bit of a rough, kind of a higher pitched, but just, you know, goblin, short, angry. I know what Kaida would do immediately. I suddenly thought about what Kaida would do for her voice, and I know immediately. Cleric of Norvik, of Earth and Wither. Her shrill voice echoes throughout the chamber. She's talking to you. You're the cleric. Great observation. I love charisma. I was assured by your masters. The top brass of the palace itself. Her voice causes you to shiver. But thanks, Con. They told me a cleric of the highest standing would arrive within the hour. I fell in a river. So tell me, human. You should run. No, wait, you can't, but you should. Domination. She has control here. Why am I sitting here waiting? It's not that late. It's been like a day. Tread lightly. You need her on your side. Make sure she knows you're on hers. Every word you say here could have a profound impact on the rest of this quest of yours. And my masters are idiots. Start with an apology. Easy. Listen, Charisma and I, same page. My apologies. Her frown turns into a weary expression. Whatever. You're dancing a fine line. Hers is a frightening presence. Yeah, listen. Do not become frightened. I would really like to. DC 10. Ah, that's a straight fitty, that one is. Oh, boy. Listen, you start with an apology and then the explanation. You really interrupted me here, Con. All right. Phew. We're not frightened. You brace your entire being as you meet her glare. With trembling hands. Or innards, excuse me. Don't know where I got hands from. You resist. She lifts her chin. You stand. Good. The dragon leans on her armchair, letting out an exhausted groan. It is vexing to watch my streets descend so far. Are you even aware, cleric? A local businessman caught up in inferno in the middle of the day, white on Pillar Road. My road. The way she says it causes you to tremble. And yet Magistrate Darrow, she spits out the name like a curse word, he alone believes the Halfway Bridge tribe does not have jurisdiction over this particular location. Her anger is pure and intense. She's trying to reel it in. Where's your usual district here? And what exactly? Tremble with laughter. Oh. Let's see. She hates the magistrate. He alone believes that Halfway Bridge tribe does not have jurisdiction over this particular location. Sounds like he's being a real dick about it. Her usual jurisdiction is obviously everywhere. He does not speak for the city. She speaks for the city. So, see, I know how to talk to angry goblin women. It's my one skill set. What does Darrow say? Or why does he say that? Excuse me. He is a fool born out of nepotism and alcohol. It's good. That's a good expression. I like that one. Sick burn. Horrific slander. Shut up. Sounds awesome. Where exactly is this tea shop located? She glares at you. It is, or was, rented out to a corner of the central fort, just above the holes next to the pillar. The holes is a common slang term for the Spire apartments in Tolstad. The lower ones are less fancy. Got it. We're currently looking in my head. You keep saying that. Snaps her fingers towards the goblin to her right. Oh, Snell. That means it's part of the core foundation of this island's fortress. Therefore, the property is legally an underground rental unit, says, bowing his head. Lady. My people have been handling that damn quo's contract for years. But no, suddenly when the entire unit goes up in flames, that's when my people no longer have the right to enter the premises, to deal with it, to clean up even. No, suddenly it's city business, and we should keep our noses out of it. Corruption, plain and simple. Sounds shady. Her sharp glare stabs you. Normal business in Norfolk. And don't get me started on how the actual effect this has on my people. Snell, she says and beckons towards the comely goblin. He approaches the root and takes a bow. Lady Sageleaf. He turns to you. The magistrate says this was an accident involving a fireplace failure. They've yet to send anyone to actually investigate the scene. You want to check it out yourselves? Of course! The lady glances him, to which he responds, making a nervous face. The explosion occurred on the 21st of March, just past noon. That was not that long ago, actually. 3 minor injuries were reported in the area. Luckily, foot traffic was low at the time of the incident. So, despite the massive kaboom, no dead folks. Who were the injured? Only managed to get one name in the chaos, a certain Frank, son of Frank. Well, easy enough to remember. Was said to have walked away with lesser burns. That sort of prefix is used by Earthfolk, a human most likely. Ha! That ain't a real name. Frank, son of Frank. Apparently, he was dressed in a fancy yellow outfit, whatever that means. Beyond that, we have some conflicting accounts. One person said, quote, he looked like one of them Dungeoneers, you hear? A real adventuring man, end quote. Another said, looking to get out of trouble, heading right down the stairs to Waterlane. Well, I have to go to Waterlane later anyway, so. Either went down to the dungeon or to Waterlane. Got it. And remember, if he's wearing yellow, he's got style. Frank, son of Frank. Yeah, that's a fake name. Uh-huh. Glad we're all on the same page. Was he inside at the time? I doubt it, considering the state of the building. Fancy yellow outfit. I assume it's some type of Rhodesian fashion. You can tell in his voice that he's leaving out a "but who fucking knows" at the end. Anything else you do know? Well, he just said he's either in the... they wouldn't know why he was there. I can ask about Waterlane, I guess. It's probably where I'll check first. Yeah, seems like he was heading that direction. Though down could mean a number of things, Waterlane included. I see. Snell gives you a nervous look to his master before answering. We have theories, but we need proof. Lady raises a claw. The unveiling has begun, cleric. So dramatic, love her. Thank you! Somebody's on my side, and it's charisma. Corruption, madness, politics. Shut up. I am allowed to like what I like, okay? Shut up. This is clearly the work of a rogue spellcaster. Ah, Clover. Someone who cannot go unpunished. Sorry, Clover. A spell would indeed be the only logical answer for such destruction. Isn't there an anti-magic task force going? Can't he deal with it? Pointed Snell. Aren't I the anti-magic task force? Why, yes, there is. That was Snell's voice. Why, yes, there is. You. Right. The Arcane Clerics of Earthguard. I was hoping that was the answer. One of the few authorized spellcaster groups in the city, often uses the task force in esoteric events, accidents, and magical assaults. Lady clears her throat. Everyone holds their breath when she speaks. I formally declare a joint venture. The Halfway Bridge tribe and the Earthguard city clerics shall investigate the tea shop on Pillow Road and bring justice to those who seek to harm the peace. No creature foul or fair shall escape my wage. The words seep out of her maw, burning the air. Every goblin in the chamber looks upon her in awe. She is theirs to serve. The dragon has spoken. God, what a good life it must be answering to her. Yours? Prove it. Bring me my justice, and any glory you seek will be yours. What are your thoughts on humans? Just asking. Snell! Yes, Lady Sageleaf, says, bowing his head. You are the handler of this case. You have worked it since the explosion. You know more than anyone. To catch the goblin trying to stop a grin from... You catch the goblin, fuck me, trying to stop a grin from spreading across his face. Ooh la la, complimented by his queen. Charisma gets it. Charisma. I want you to represent the tribe in this venture. His face lights up. Yeah. Hey, anyone who has a problem with me and Lady Sageleaf, number 1, shut up! A goblin and a quirk. Together you have access to both upper and lower Tolstad. Gonna have the pretty boy around? Damn, I thought this was gonna be fun. It can be! Do not disappoint me, Snell. It appears you've received a party member on your divine mission. Sad it had to be a damn goblin. I've always wanted a goblin of my own. Maybe don't say that. Yeah, fuck it. Big swing, right? He ignores you. Ah, the goblin takes a deep bow. Yes, Lady Sageleaf, your will be done. At your service, Lady Sageleaf. Yes, you are. In every way you could possibly conceive. First priority is the tea shop. We need the gain access. Your new goblin companion gives you a quick wave. Let's go, cleric. Hey, one friend. Snell has joined his companion. You can speak with him if you need help finding your way across Tolstoy. For as much as she told you, there is a danger you're missing here. You should investigate the tea shop thoroughly. And we should look for that witness. How do I gain access to the tea shop? Talk to your boss, Darrow. You slip. Talk to your boss, Darrow. Or, I guess he's not your direct boss or whatever. You'll need to get an audience with him if you want to get inside the tea shop. And we should look for that witness. Oh, yeah. Frank, dressed in yellow. He winces. God, that's funny. Either over on Water Lane or down in the city below. Yeah, the port or the dungeon. I'd suggest the port since it's slightly less life-threatening, generally speaking. Let's go. Yeah, let's. Neat. Okay, but what if... You've returned. I haven't left. Who are you voting for? You dare tread on such volatile grounds here in my chamber? Yes. Really? It shakes. You dare ask of my political opinions? Yeah. Oh. Okay, I haven't decided. Oh. I start around the chamber to her subjects. Their gaze lands on you once more. Yet. She knows what's up. I know how to talk to goblin women. It's just my nature. I love you, wife. So you're not leaning in any particular direction, or no? And I encourage every one of my subjects to think for themselves on what they wish to vote. She's incredible. An apolitical tour de force. Yeah, I mean, can't even argue with charisma on that one. That's all for now. Oh, let's have a word with Snell, I suppose, eh? What's your position in all of this? Where do I sleep tonight? Ah, classic. I don't know, cleric. Gives you a defeated look. You have the city pay for something? You're a cleric, for God's sakes. Maybe I can sleep with Viskin. I guess I could ask the Coin Lord. I can sleep in Goblin Garden? No? I mean, he thinks about it for a second and says, no. Can I sleep with you? No, and seriously, don't phrase it like that. Why not? Come on, man. A little bit of fun never hurt anyone, right? All right, I'll skip sleeping for now. Good luck with that. Honestly, no one ever says yes to that question. What do we have here? Tending the garden, back after lunch. An ask of ingredients. You can surely take some. Maybe I shouldn't. Should Token make horrible decisions in this game? I'm not sure. Hey, should I make horrible decisions in this game? Yes. Hey. Great. Now when I make horrible decisions, I can just be like, oh, the coin wanted me to. Clearly. Clearly, I'm just obeying the coin's will. Okay, well. That's nothing. Okay, wait, what? A shard. Interesting. Bright rock fits in your hand. These can be found all over Norvik, and some speculate they're all shards of Yor's pillar. To the untrained eyes, they have no inherent value, but you might use these to alter fate itself. Spended dialogues to unlock dice check. Oh! Excuse me. Oh! Interesting. Yo, who's this Chad? It's Miss Nearly. Awful lot of beholding that doesn't involve charisma, which is annoying since it's my best stat. Use those to retry dialogue check you fail. Nice. Another goblin. This one looking to escape. She works hard, but only in ways that improve her craft. Her passion. I like the goblins. Justice dealing apolitical individual passion project people. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Beholding is more of a wisdom-based skill. Yeah, but some of them involve strength and constitution. You hear a tune dance the cold Ashkani winds. You see on the edge a goblin. She cute. She has a flower crown on top of her ruffled dark hair and is playing an exotic instrument. The song, you yearn for it. Listen for a bit. I'm not going to sing. Oh, those poor few dreams wrought in zeal and doubt. Shepherds brought far to western shores. Our hearty cradled by gracious river. Then should the blessed earth so cool and stout raise a city from ruin and a home from night. Good stuff. It's another, yeah, just pray, what other gods? Try that healing again. Oh, for God's sakes. Do you think they care? Okay. The goblin's distracting me. You failed already, now do it for real. You removed the apples. I like that it's, you failed already, now do it for real. Watch me fail again. Wow. 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 Okay. Nice. That was something. Can I try again? I mean, I can try again. Oh, it costs a shard, I see. Not now. You know, whatever it is, I'm sure it's not important, right? Well, let's get going. What's this? Garden monument. Embedded in the earth, you find a weather-bitten stone, the shape of a spiral. Its edges are worn down, smooth, almost, and behind you lies the head of what was once a snail statue. Whatever god of symbolism this once denoted, time has ground it down. It was a monument to nothing now. What are we thinking, Snell? It's a rock. And what a rock it is! Good rock. Great, even. Chuckles to himself. I like you, Snell. You're down for whatever. So can we sleep together or what? Oh, hey, they put Noki in this game. A black cat. Yeah, that's about right. On the ledge overlooking the garden, you spot a black cat. Calm as can be. Doesn't even care that you stomp up next to it. Behold the cat, a legendary trickster of Norvik. Greetings, who might you be? The cat lifts head up, its dark eyes squint at you for a second, sniffs the air, and ignores you. The cat does not care for you in the slightest. Oh, it's Pen. Pet it or something, I don't know. Pet the cat. I need to speak with animals. Of course. Nuzzles against me. Not doing anything, yet getting so much love. Learn from this beast. God, I wish. All right, enjoy your day, citizen. Who are you voting for was an option. What say you? The rough letters spell out Our Lady's Apartments. Oh, isn't this... They say something about the tea shop's up here, right? I guess I probably have to speak with Darrow, But I was gonna say, also, don't I have to sort out the goblin or the dwarf orc thing going on over there? Didn't read that, thought it would stay on screen longer. That's on me. Old faded posters nailed to the wall. They're unreadable. Great. Actually readable posters. They're still kind of old. Your eyes land on a series of papers nailed with a wooden facade. Getting out information to people. How do you do it? One possible way, papers nailed to random walls. You'd be surprised how effective it can be, especially in a D&D setting. Some of them are torn or unintelligible. A few catch your attention. This seems illegal. Advertisement requires strict approval from the government. Tear them down or rip it up. Grand opening. You can barely read the faded lettering on this ink-printed flyer. Grand opening of the Stubborn Sphinx Brewery and Commercial Tavern. Served without riddles, drunk with all charm. Pillar Crossing, 2nd LW. Lower Ward. By the look of it, this tavern opened at least a year ago, maybe 2. Binders and lithographs, everything from designing to engraving. Account books, manufacturing, water lane views. This place would fix your ruined spellbook. Ooh! Water lane view, 6th LW. And green hammer. Sun-faded symbol covers most of the large poster. It's a hammer painted with green ink. Asgullists, those who share the plight of the common folk. Gather, ye workers, Asgul said, no gods above, no kings below, only folk. Asgul's rally on the 22nd March, TS Circle, square up! Useless sentimental garbage. Quiet, you. You can't just gather people like this. So, what's with this pipe? It's a Norvik. A pipe like this could lead anywhere. Yeah, okay. Excuse me, I need to run around over here. Don't mind me. Crawl inside. Now. Hey, Snow, can you check this out for me? Huh? Check what out exactly? The hole. You seriously think I... Stammers and points at the pipe. You do that yourself. I'll help kick if you get stuck. All right, well, that's a promise. He doesn't want to go in because it's disgusting. Yeah, all right, I'll do it myself. Honestly. Some people need their help. They go, no, you do it yourself, and then they get mad at you that you're doing it yourself. Can't see you go further without immense force. You can do that, just press harder. Enter the hole. Ooh, dexes. Snell helps somehow. I have advantage. Does it look like I'm getting anywhere? Yeah, just keep going. It'll be great. Push forward. Try to wiggle your shoulders together. Wiggle your what? Yes, compress! The DC's going down. You pushed halfway. Snell helps somehow. I'll take a +1 16 with advantage. That's pretty good, right? Trying to do a good or evil run. This is a blind playthrough. I'm doing what I want. Hey, natural 20. This pipe's no match for me. Figuring out what the fuck's going on with those prayer stones. I got nothing. This pipe? Absolutely. You squeeze on through, finding a side path, one that doesn't seem to lead directly into the sea. Then you hit a flowing rush of ice-cold water. Then down. Then your flesh is sucked, tumbled, and spat out onto the ground, resulting in, ooh, rough hit. Ruinous ground. Around you, a vast survey site of a type of divine-era temple. And Snell. Snell, you went in after me? Of course not. Companion takes a breath. Since I didn't see you get dropped into the river, I ran downstairs to check. Lucky for you, you got spat out right near the garden. Oh, that's good. Yeah, sure. While we're down here, we might as well take a look around. Just be careful, the city below has some nasty stuff. Though this survey site seems safe enough. Oh, so we're in the dungeons, are we? I want to go to the waterfront, actually, but... Let's turn around and leave immediately. This place looks important. So, where'd we come in from, Snell? Is it this way? This looks right. I'm suddenly not so confident in that this looks right. Leaving. Snell, I wanted to check out, like, the shop first and go to Water Lane, where I might be able to find these fishermen. Oh, boy. There's zombies mining things, which is concerning. Could hop down here. Or, Snell, how the fuck did you get in here? And how do I leave? Something shiny. Ooh. Incense and money. I'll take them both, I guess. But well, rather than dropping down, I guess I'll go the way there is to go. Instinct tells me up for some reason. Never mind. There's a door there. Game says no. Feel the pressure changing. A rushing wind causes you to be pulled just an inch further into the hallway. You see something opening in the walls. This area is dark and we have no dark vision. Hey, that's great. Can I leave? The goblin behind you is already in action. Back now! Avoid the trap. Well, I made it. Thanks, advantage. You barely escape the deep clutches of the skin-melting heat. Standing up, you realize a fire-singed edge of the uniform. Adrenaline leaving the system. I can leave. Thanks. In the words of Charisma, what an incredible help you've been. But you live. Woo! God damn it! Don't waltz into obvious death hallways like that. Well, in my defense, I don't know where I'm going. I'm trying to leave. I went down a pipe because I thought it was cool, and suddenly I'm stuck in a dungeon with no exit. That's immediately apparent. A little bit annoyed about that. Kind of wish I could not be here. If I'd known the pipe would take me here, I would have avoided the pipe. But that's adventure, isn't it? I wanted to see more of your near-death experiences. Okay, fine. I'll keep an eye out. God. Yeah, good. Can't pull you out of every fire. I can't pull you out of the fire every time, you know? And if you get fired, I'm screwed. So just don't. Just don't. Now don't enter a hallway before you disable a trap, or you get roasted again. Looking back, the hallway has no markings being filled with flames. For the same reason, it's still functional. It's a magic trap. This specific hallway is not where you leave from. Cool. As you dust stuff off, Snell squints with strange paw prints on the wall. Wait, I think I know this. These marks. This is where you can deactivate the trap. Let's check them out. Terrible, terrible hallway. There are two faint paw prints here, one each side of the hallway. I think traps like these are my least favorite part of the job. How can you tell it's trapped? It gives you a look. It's a trap, cleric. Okay, thanks. Your thoughts on the paw prints? I feel like it would be very silly behavior to go around touching paw prints in the city below. But honestly, considering the strange traps I've heard of, it wouldn't surprise me if there was some bullshit puzzle. A bullshit puzzle. Could be something like we have to press both at the same time, and that somehow deactivates the trap for a while. Well, that's not, since I really, really want to be literally anywhere else game. I'm not seeing any corpses this way, so. Is this the exit? What is that? You look up at the pillar. The rock rises upwards, endlessly upwards. This old thing. Center of the city. Ah, it's a central landmark. The day he took the red rocks and slayed the Troll King, he looked upon the pillar and declared this sacred spot for all Norvikians, for all Earthfolk. Remaining until the end. Can I make money off this thing? How many of these exist? 8. Technically 4, depending on which scholar you ask. There are debates as to whether the 8 pillars, one in each band, or simply 4 pillars that pierce the circular coast and stick out the other side. That makes them less interesting. Slightly. But the fact is, no one has managed to make use of them in any way, despite their esoteric nature. So the pillars of yore relegated to being visual landmarks seen from across the coast through the clouds and mists for miles. Nothing. Fair enough. Long stairs from this room, that'll get you out of here. Thank Christ. There's just a rock to you, a tiny esoteric rock. You can always attempt to focus on it. Okay. Feel a bit of air, tingle, power. It whispers to you unintelligibly. Finish up. Well, gotta touch the pillar, right? Place your hand upon the surface. Your body quakes, standing in awe of an ancient object. How many battles do you think it has seen? How many deaths? How many noble sacrifices given to one gods or king or people? The thought stirs a deep sense of longing. Perhaps one day you will join that sacred sensation. Perhaps right now. The goblin's impatient. Later. Remember it. Sorry, futzing with my phone. Anyway, large stairway up from here. Well, that looks like it could be it. What is this, though? Hold on. A rat! It's now running from you. White rat. I'll remember the rats there. Carrying rats around in my damp, broken body. Probably not great for the old charisma. Oh, for God's sakes. Something soft launches itself around your ankle. There's no time. It's a... Avoid the trap, for God's sakes. Yeah, I have 1 HP, so, cool. Awesome. Well, I passed. Things around a boot with a violent tug, you're forced to the ground, hitting the back of your head on the steps. Before you can even react, your entire body is dragged over the edge. Cleric! No! You're falling, but not far. With a painful snap, your ascent is stopped, and they're simply left hanging. Oh, for God's sakes. Seems like I'm in a bit of a pickle. And leans over the edge with a frown. The mechanism is below. I can't reach it. I can try and grab you once you make your way up here, but you gotta do most of the work yourself. Can't you get a rope or something? No time. Take a deep breath. You can make it. Oh, for God's sakes. Look up at the rope. It's snarled tight around your boot. Should keep you hanging for a long time. See how it's connected to a series of pythons wedged below in the side of a stone walkway. Next to you is a hanging rock. It acts as a counterweight. You had no chance of noticing it before it went off either. The trap must have been a fine-haired cord or something. Gives you less than a second to react. I didn't like that. You're exhausted. Boy, am I! Snell will help. Yeah, about that. Yeah, It's about what I thought. Yeah, Snell, I'm gonna need some help here. I went into a pipe and the game stopped being fun for a second. Because it wanted to punish me for exploring for some reason. I don't know why it wanted to do that. I was 100% not ready to come here. I just wanted to climb in a pipe. Lesson learned, never crawl in pipes. Heave yourself forward, grabbing the rope attached to your ankle. Your muscles strain. Yeah, well, I'm dead. You must try again. Yeah, well, about that. One more time, cleric. Keep trying. Uh-huh. Okay, well. Good enough. A final deep breath. You feel numbness spreading you as you heave upward. One gloved hand grabbing the rope, and then another. So that's 2 points of exhaustion I'm at? Awesome. Great. Love this place. Through sheer power, you pull your entire body weight upwards, climbing higher and higher, until a green claw grabs your hand. Your goblin companion groans as he helps you. You're over the edge and get the rope off. Your fingers dart around your ankle, desperate to remove the latched rope. You rip it off and toss it to the side. Free, safe, alive. That was awful. Goblin stumbles back. Fucking hell! Realize you've been holding your breath. Your lips are probably turned blue. Breathe. Air fills your lungs. I'm alive! Thanks, Snell. No, that was a nasty trap. I don't think I'd have noticed it either. But still, don't let it happen again. Check out the rope. Sturdy rope, thick and soft to the touch. You don't know the name of this material. Must be exotic. Creepy. Don't know what that means, but I don't like the look of it. Really, really don't. All right, well, I look forward to the next 3 things that kill me before I get back to the part of the game I wanted to be in. Well, supposed to be a sassy version of Kim from DE. I know DE, well, no, I don't know what DE is. I know DA is Dragon Age. Oh, I'm over here. Interesting. I think I've earned some looting. Crate full of sand. What? They imported sand to Norvik? For what? Glass blowing? Oh, Disco Elysium. I see, of course, yes. I don't think that characters should be compared too much to the Disco Elysium characters. The style is obviously the same, but the characters I feel like have their own personality. I should be able to short rest and remove 1 exhaustion. Awesome. Beginning of the game, does that mean you only get 1 more roll left before game over because you failed a death save? No, well, I didn't fail the death saves. I passed all of my death saves and revived myself at exhaustion cost. But if I fail a death save, I died. It's game over. What's up with this weird crate of sand? Let's see. That's, shoot open. Nope! Back off right now! Push you away from it. That bad, huh? Yep, do not touch that shit. As 2 of you are a few steps away from the crate, he takes a breath. That is a crate of mosquito sand. Now explaining further, the goblin sneaks up behind the crate and grabs the lid. Moving more carefully than you've ever seen him move before, I've only just met him, he gently places the lid on top of the crate once more. Something must have startled it to make it push open the lid like that. I'm sorry, it. Something must have startled it to make it push open the lid like that. What would it have done if, from what I understand, it would have choked you, drained you of blood, and slowly mushed you inside that crate? Sounds like a good weekend. Hey, brother. Now let's leave it the fuck alone. All right, jeez. Food and money. That's mine. Imported goods. Received markets. These rotten? They look okay-ish. Yeah, well. Let's, how do I take a short rest? Spellbook, journal, questing tree. I just hit escape? No. Short rest. Bottom right. Ah. Spend 1 hour, so it'll be noon, to recover 1d8, remove 1 level exhaustion, and restore a spell slot. After resting, all dice will be unlocked. Fair enough. Sure. Probably should have cured myself, but, you know, then done it. Let me say I can't do that again. Yeah, no, I cannot. The zombies moved. I guess he was the one that was picking down there. That sucked. Really didn't like that. Yes. It's even harder. Oh, I'm exhausted. That makes sense. What can you tell me about this guy? Someone sneakily leans in and whispers, "You want to run down right in front of him?" I don't think he can hear us. That's not the point, cleric. Can you hear us? No, nor am I listening. Go ahead. See? Give me the rundown, Snell. Weiskin is the local mortician, unaffiliated, works on contracts in the city. The halfway whatevers has a deal with him, partly because he's a neighbor and partly because he's not, a normal person. Alvin clears his throat and throws a glance at the mortician. He's not the type you want to make enemies with, but hey, seems like you a good job on that. But my suggestion, keep your distance, just to be safe. Snell warned you about him. Well, away we go. I've got a goblin with me. Is that cool with you guys or what? About the rally. I've literally... Good luck fighting tyrants. Have fun. Well, that was underwhelming. Hey, about this... whoop. No. Talk. I'd like to know more about you. Attempt to flirt with her? No, she's not a goblin queen. Or even a goblin. Working for the Freestriders. I don't work for the revolution, it's just a revolution. You fool! You knew that! Maybe. I work for the Ashkani Reeds Trading Company. Ascani. You promote Freestrider ideals in Ascani. Currently, we focus on making sure the election process goes smoothly, along with other economic concerns. I enjoy working for them very much. Perhaps not so much on slow days like this, but alas. I don't know anything about this. You see, I'm apolitical. It's so weird to be proud that you're apolitical. Fucking pick a side, man. Standing on the sidelines doesn't actually get us anywhere. You're going to lose. Any decent Freestrider would be happy with the outcome. It's about the process, not the outcome. Not to pry, but if not Freestrider, who are you voting for in the election? It's only a few days away. Asgallism, obviously. Actually. Northgard and Asgallist. What a combination. I'll be honest, this is one of the reasons I took the job. Speaking with individuals such as yourself, hearing what they have to say. So thank you for that. She's being genuine. Well. Toodle pip. Oh, silly me, talking about myself all the time. What about you? I'm a literal walking corpse. It's not important. Stare off into the distance. Necromancy isn't unheard of, but who am I to judge? Be undead if you want to be. I think I am undead, honestly. I can't take the helmet off for a reason, and I've got no skin. Wouldn't shock me if I was undead as the big reveal. Or a big reveal. Alright, so let's avoid that fucking pipe. And instead go into the city where there's talking to be done and markets to be had and interesting things. An empty barrel. Wait a minute. Empty was in quotes. Ah, you bastards. Like, let's go somewhere where I can talk to people and appreciate the story and maybe get some weapons and gear before going into the death catacombs. A bike line. One bike stands out to you. A handful of bicycles are stationed at the local rack. Bike racks are stationed in many places around the city, usually in locales with lots of stairs. Not a lot of bikes. The usual commuters are probably too scared to head past the tea shop. This is not a lot of bikes. This particular bike is mine. Mine? When did I come to Tolstad? 21st of March, evening. Then you fell. Was I alone? No. A lucky strike from some drunk fool, probably. I don't know about that. Do I call her anything important? You chained the bike. You stood up. Then pain. This is where I fell into the river. Goblin glances at the broken fence. Interesting. You must have had a lot to drink if you took a stumble like that. Someone attacked me. Yeah, maybe. Gained a curious expression. Or gives you a curious expression. Gained experience. Considering everything, we better play it cool. Real cool. How have I been going for 2.5 hours? Real cool and smooth. Smooth, sure, something like that. Where's the key? Not here. Ah, did you lose it somewhere? Don't go wandering around looking for your key, it's just a bike. But I want the bike, don't say that. It's a wonderful bike, a manly bike, a rusty bike. Could getting the key be a quest? Does sound like a quest you would get. Sounds like a shitty quest. Find the missing key, the mystery of the bike key. Something like that would be perfect. The key is probably at the bottom of the river along with the rest of your dignity. Anything strange about this bike? No, it's a bicycle. He's impressed! True. I love this bike. Uh-huh. Want to know a secret? Not particularly. This is my bike. Yeah, that seems to add up. He's implying this rusty bike suits you. Which is very true, mind you. You like bikes? Not particularly. If I remember where the key is, can I bring the bike with me? First of all, don't ask me. You're an adult. Do what you want. Secondly, how the fuck are you going to take a bike around Tolstai? You going to carry it up and down the stairs? The bike rack is set up so that people can leave bikes before heading down the stairs to Waterlane. Sounds a bit annoying. Uh-huh, yeah. If you find a pocket bike, that's another thing. But leave this one be. We got work to do. Ugh. No whimsy in his heart. Oh, man, that was way down. That is quite the fall. Jeez. Alrighty. I bet that's the tea shop up there. Just looting barrels. Sleeping for service. Come back after midnight-ish. Well, I found a place to sleep. Hopefully I can afford it. And not pull a Disco Elysium where you either have to sleep in the trash or have Kim sell his cool collectible. There's like a phone booth sort of thing, an information kiosk with a bench and everything. And I was always pissed. I only played the game twice. Maybe you can sleep there. But I was always a little annoyed it didn't let me sleep there. Zerba B.E. Hey, not bad. My best observation. Dwarf exile. Girl born from an Asgalist wave. In an Asgal household, came from a fallen Asgal state. She is an Asgalist. Dangerously shy. She needs good friends and better mentors. That is not you, by the way. Aw. She has a bright future ahead of her, no matter the path she ends up pushed along into. Alas, her agency is nowhere to be found, not that she's looking for it. I've met this girl before. What ho, stranger? Where is she? Dwarf girl gazes around halfway bridge before eyes land on you. Says nothing for a while, just stares at you. No real reaction on her face. Hi, I'm the cleric. She looks around, clearly nervous. Hey, keep introducing myself as the cleric. I'm worrying her. By your presence alone. Potentially by something else as well. I'm waiting for a friend, but she hasn't shown up yet. I'm getting worried. I can help with that. Get excited about a potentially yet very minor quest. Oh, okay. Do we really have time for this? She puts her hand and clears her throat. Girl is neurotic and introverted. She has glasses and wears a green coat. She's a human, but not that much taller than me. We were supposed to meet up here, but she hasn't shown up yet. I'll look for your friend with glasses. Thanks. I don't spend too much time in Tolstead alone, so I'm a bit lost. Okay. Hanging out near the bike racks makes as much sense as anything else. Alright, see a human girl, pass on word her friend's waiting for her. The tea shop, yep. Amidst scorch marks and creaked masonry, you approach a doorway. There are several planks blocking passage. Tea shop, what a mess. Take a peek inside. Fastened with several nails, you also see a paper. The goblin clears his throat and begins reading the bold letters at the top of the paper. Coin Lord's meet updated. City notice, no trespassing. That doesn't include me, does it? I'm no expert in city law, but the companion suddenly kicks the plank, sending a subtle ripple of blue energy around his foot. You think I wouldn't sneak in by myself if I could? It's sealed. You ain't getting in without the magistrate's approval. Ah. Subtle ripples of blue energy appear in your gloved hand. It is sealed. As you move away the hand, the faint aura shimmers in the dark, translucent, blue, and fades away. Yup. This feels like trouble. Just standing near your door makes it clear there's a locking spell cast on it. Standard procedure for crime scenes. 26. Yeah, right. Rude to lock people out. Crime scenes should be public viewing. The tea shop that blew up, eh? It sure did. It was one hell of a blast, but the structure's still standing. The masonry is modern, clearly the work of dwarven engineering. Looks like shit, but boy can take a hit. Disliking dwarven architecture is very hip these days. Ah, Snell's a hipster. Gets along with Clover, no doubt. He's gonna be heartbroken when it turns out she blew up the cheese shop. City notice, no trespassing. By the order of criminals, 13 holes. I should leave for now. That's the pillar again. Trash can? Trash receptacle. Old zines. Well, where the hell is this magistrate coin lord that everyone's so proud of?
Huh?
Or at the very least, the water lanes. The kiosk kid, Arn. Hello there, sir! You, postie? Reader of the Norvican Post. I read magazines. Great, we got a bunch! You like fiction? Tall tales of terrible tombs. Magazine contains short stories about adventurings around the coast. Or maybe Weekly Homestead if you're looking for a new place. I like fiction. See, there's so much shit out there. Hard to know what's decent. Ugh. Kid looks distraught. Never mind, welcome to Pillar Kiosk. How can I help you today? I have a question for you. Question about what? City questions. Okay? Looks down the road. Not too much traffic lately, so sure. My boss shows up. You gotta buy something, though. Haggle. Haggle. What do you know about this tea shop? Except it exploded? That part's obvious, yes. I was here, you know, saw it with my own 2 eyes. Look over his shoulder towards the tea shop. I heard it, too. Definitely heard it. Walk me through it. Okay, I set up a kiosk at dawn. By noon, the morning rush had calmed down. I remember the bike rack was full. Water lane workers mostly commute to Newbridge and Flotilla. But the halfway bridge does seem a fair share of bike riders every day and night. But by noon, it was pretty dead, which is great. Less work for me. Excuse me. Go on. I hid in the back, thought it was, attack. See anyone suspicious? Not really. Just normal types. A goblin was arguing with a human by the nipple. Just some mild shouting about some business things. Otherwise, pretty dead around noon. Anything else? How about the bird? Yeah, sure, I did see Mr. Drummer. He's in a tea shop, former tea shop. Usually the tea shop opens in the afternoon on workdays, so it's not weird to see him walking about all day. Chatty fellow, buys a lot of newspapers. Where was he going? Don't know. Saw him leaving the tea shop right before noon. Right before noon? Yeah, right before the massive explosion. When you put it like that... Look, I don't know where Mr. Drummer is or where he went. I just saw him rushing down the stairs, guessing he headed for water lane, like everyone does. Anyone else enter or leave? No, just Mr. Drummer. It was a boring day. I pretty much just watched people all morning. Mr. Drummer was the only one I saw leaving the tea shop all day. Well, until the explosion. No one else entered all morning. Not a soul. Usually not too many people in there in the morning or forenoon, really. That's a good word. I like that. People should say that more. It feels very Norvican. Yeah? I saw it in the Asgol newspaper once. They were using dwarfish words like that. Though my brother doesn't want me reading the Kappa papers. Keep reading Asgol content, kid. Don't listen to your brother. He's probably a fascist. The kid nods. Anyway, about this tea shop owner. Yeah? Did he act strange when he left? Hurry. Saw him shuffle towards the stairs circle. Stairs to Circle Square. Probably head to Waterway. Well, Waterway. It's the only place to go. Either that or a Goblin Garden or the city below. I don't think Drummer's a city below type of bird. I'm sure you saw him. Absolutely, no doubt. He went downstairs, Pillar Crossing. That's all I saw. I'm going all over it in my head. Okay, well. That's all. I'm good. Hold on. Can I ask a favor? Anything, young man. You are the future of this city. There's, trouble down on Water Lane tonight. Please go and make sure nothing happens, okay? Why do you care if there's trouble? Please just do it. Okay. Interesting. Is this Water Lanes down here? This is the dwarves. Hey, guys. Oh, I can talk to this dude now. Wait a minute. Who's this guy? Oh, it's Simi and the boys! A charisma one, finally. There we go. Look at that. You learn something about people. The vote Asgol gives everything he has to support the cause. Second son kind of person lives in the shadows of great men. Followed Asgol way not due to choice, but due to indoctrination and tradition. He wants to live up to someone. His father, a patriarch. Simi, the right-hand man of Alphas, wants to be his own man, but simply cannot. Not just his own skin, but those who depend on him as his eternal devotion as well. It's painfully difficult to dislike him. He does seem like a cool guy. All right, well, I guess I should talk to him, yeah. What if I could have talked to him this whole time, and I simply did not? Oh. Fancy helmet, city man. Dwarf behind laughs. Thanks, my mom got it for me. Oh. Don't say something like that. It makes it look pathetic. It's a lovely helmet. She has good taste. Interesting. Dwarves love their mothers. Brutal honesty might actually win conversations. Good to know. It's not a sometimes. My being a whore? Not any more than normal. Brutal honesty might win conversations. Yeah, that's what I've been telling everyone, but no one listens to Token. You here for talking then? You, should talk to him. Weird interrogation tactic, cleric. But whatever works, works. So yes. I said not more than usual. About the rally. I asked all this crap. God damn it. About Asgol. What about him? Yeah. I like him. You like him too. Religion, cults. I could have said never mind. Anyway. Okay. Well. Running out of ways I haven't gone at this point. What's this? Hold on. An entity, highly uninteresting. There's the drunk Sphinx. Interesting. That was an entity? What? Well, nothing this way. Where are these water lanes at? I don't have to speak with animals, unfortunately. Wave at the bird. The giant seagull. You have a number of traumatic run-ins with them during your youth. Oof. Think this guy knows something? I don't know, cleric. It's a gull. Fair point. Yeah, I have no idea where these waterways. Is there like a... Hold on. Is there a way I missed down here? That was the newspaper stall. I guess the water... Oh, this is probably the magistrate. How are these waterways at? This is down where we were. There's something in this bush. An apple. What about you? Most useful tool throughout human history. A bucket. Sure, why not? I'll check out the Drunken Sphinx, I guess. I don't know where this fucking waterway is. Do I check out the Drunken Sphinx, or do I go talk to the magistrate? I guess I should check the shop first. There's a path I haven't gone to from the Goblin Garden. Oh, okay. Well, let's go to where I think the magistrate is first. I'm sure fate will take me to the Drunken Sphinx sooner or later. Now we got 15 minutes. Want to make some progress. I assume this is the magistrate. As the Temple of Earth. Well, probably who I have to talk to, actually. A street sign. You can look at it? Yeah, what? I tried to. What do you... Sign. Floating in intro. Common type of magic ink creates permanent message. Okay. What does it say? Oh, you have to talk to it. Fair enough. Water lane view. Down the temple steps, across the circle, through the garden tunnel, and over the pillar crossing. Where's Darrow House? Takes a while to get there. Most commuters take one of the wood bridges. Up the temple slope and golden stairs. Nice. Ancestral home of Darrows, one of the most influential families in Norfolk. Hello. Oh, is that who I'm looking for? Lady Shamar, Mountain Lamb. Not bad. Follower of the holy mountain of Divini Torum. She hates you. Oh. Hello. Her woman cape flutters as icy wind rushes through Tolstad. Her eyes are locked with yours. Greetings. Hello. Voice is motionless and spoken from deep in her chest. The voice of a priestess. I am Shamar. I hail from the slopes of the mountain. Golden Horde servant. A human from Divinitorum. Lovely to see a visitor to my great city. Bows her head again. I don't have time to talk much. I am in service of the ambassadors. You can imagine I am not here to socialize. I have some personal questions for you. Since you're not here to socialize and all. Who are you voting for? I am not a citizen. Also, democracy is not something I approve of. She knows well how foolish it is. You don't want a voice? Why? Men are weak. True. We speak so much breed and spread like esoteric wave. Yet we do not have a view of the long term. Democracy depends on folks being informed. They are not. What if we informed them better? In a hypothetical scenario where folks gain access to all information, they would still not be able to know what is true or not. Men are not built to make such important decisions en masse. We are lambs. We follow those greater beings. To answer your question, stranger, I would vote for whoever stopped this foolish democratic dream. That's a nationalist, I think. The people will rule better than any higher being, and the only way is to achieve equality, the Asgal way. Asgal? Ah, the dwarven delusion. I do not believe their ideals could construct anything lasting longer than a few centuries. But I wish you luck on your journey. Right, goodbye! Any chance you're who I'm meant to be finding? Yeah, you're absolutely. The woman, the dwarf is meant to be waiting on. Ooh. Well, I got one. A girl on a mission. She's out to fight for the green, no matter the battle. Excuse me, madam. Oh. Youth Asgal Modisa. You see a girl with glasses stuffing a mail slit with a magazine. Yeah, that's not a courier. She's delivering the news, clearly. Hello, citizen. What are you doing? Gives up on trying to jam the slightly too large paper into the mailbox opening. Huh? She looks up, adjusting her glasses. Help her push the paper through the slot. Let me help you with that. Shove. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Oh, you try and do a good thing. Take a step back as you approach the mailbox slit. Cleric? No, like this! Thick magazine seems to have gotten stuck. You push, yet it won't go in. Young and dumb updated. I don't have time for this. Medisa, let's go. She glances at the stack of papers. Shit. We gotta get done before evening, otherwise Waterlane is screwed. Your girl in green moan as she grabs a stack of papers, rushes down the alley. Not sure what that was all about. Would you see the armband? As Gallist. Now keep pushing. Push! Cleric, I don't think it's gonna... Shut up, Snell! I'm trying to be a man here! You press harder, exerting force onto either the paper or a piece the mailbox feels like. Whether force onto what is either paper or a piece of mailbox that feels like paper. Oh, God, my shoulder. The door next to the mailbox opens. See a middle-aged woman glaring at you from the halfway open door. Slowly remove the ruined newspaper from the box and slit and hand it to her. She carefully and silently accepts it before closing the door in your face. Success! Poor lady. Now can we leave before I die of embarrassment? I'm done here. I just wanted to help him out! Darrow House. Oh. North Darrow's right. I see. Well, north I go. I wonder what that's all about. Who the fuck is this guy? City Sworn Angel. Oh, for God's sakes. Awesome. Learned nothing. Cool. Glad I got a nat 20 on the fucking construction boys that tell me nothing. And a natural 2 on Etir. In the Coin Lord's Garden, you encounter a porcelain specter. God, it's art. How have I already been streaming this game 3 hours? This game's so fun. Except when it dumps me in a dungeon I'm not ready for. Her armor glimmers, her very presence blinding you. She floats gently in the air, strangely unaffected by the river winds. Your goblin companion keeps his distance, muttering under his breath a word of disdain. Angel. Angel? Creature does not turn to face you. Instead, her many eyes simply pivot their gaze. A handful of Celestials are employed by the city after the Clanlands deal of 13. Arcane Cleric, she echoes, of the Palace, Script House, and Earth God. The flowers of Coinlord's garden dance beneath her. Slaves to her beauty. This is the one. No, she's not the Goblin Queen. This Valkyrie. Keep her safe. Well, she's not the Goblin Queen, so she can be second on the list. How's that sound? You keep her safe. She'll wreck you, buddy. Beware. Yup. That's me. Hello! She replies, bowing her head slightly, whilst her many eyes glare at you. She lifts up her chin. She opens her mouth to speak in a projected cold tone. Etia. Not really an introduction, more of a checklist of etiquette. She states her name and you realize her mouth is not moving. Telepathic communication. The goblin gives you an uncomfortable look. He clearly does not enjoy having telepathic conversations like this. Snell is joining the mind talk? Great. Look away and whistle. I have some things I need to ask. She stares at you with many, many eyes. Speaking with this ethereal creature is unnerving. Whatever you do, don't mention the eyes. Oh, you're feeling something here, all right. Something fierce. You could shake her up with a nice comment. She would destroy you. She's too powerful. The angel would step upon your soul. Stomp on it! Oh, come on! Oh, no. The smooth thoughts and endless love. It's overflowing. Oh my God. Ahem. Pray tell, thou celestial harbinger of such splendid beauty and gleaming countenance, if the light might truly be of your marking, for thine ethereal and glorious nature, beheld within that halo of eyes, is my duality which foreverly plagues my being and soul. The sun, I say, the sun is nothing compared to you. Mommy. Ahem. As you finish your rambling, there's a silence sweeping the magistrate's yard. Foreverly is not a word. And now it is. Hell yeah. As your helm touches the ground of the magistrate's garden, you feel the urge, the overwhelming and excruciating final urge to tell this angel one more thing. Nice to meet you. The goblin's eyes dart back and forth between the two of you. The words escapes your look like smooth honey. Yeah, honey. I'm sure she loves that. She looks down at you with her many eyes. No response at first, but then she raises her head. Thank you, she says. A dry reply. At least she's not pissed. Take that as a win. Hey, don't mess with this fucking thing. Be careful now. Cut to the chase, who has no interest in small talk. Nice weather we're having. Fucking goddamn, you can be such an asshole. Huh. Is this the Darrow residence? Some of her eyes glance towards the door to your left, then back to you. They spin gently around her. Great, nice. We got that cleared up. Great, so, the eyes stop spinning. This creature is dread itself. I find you very attractive. Well, you're not the Goblin Queen, so no. No, I don't. Enunciate slowly seems insulting. Not where I want to go. Stop being so off-putting and speak normally, damn you. Like, you just gotta be direct. Your outburst caused the angel to turn her face towards you for the first time. See? Results! Bad idea. Walk away. You can feel Snell sweating. That... She's mocking you for sure. Okay, sure. Now about the magistrate. Yeah, like, whatever. I don't care. About this magistrate. Coin Lord Darrow is busy. I'm here on city business and I need to speak with him. She looks to her right towards the building, leaning against an ancient tower. After a moment of silence, Coin Lord Darrow will be available post-midnight. He'll only be available after midnight. That is between... All right, it's 1 o'clock now. Basically 2. He will be in his restoir. Several eyes look to the entrance to her right. Restoir is one of those stupid bullshit French terms imported from France culture. Though it doesn't mean anything in French, they kind of got it wrong. Oh, the French language is bullshit? That's crazy. She looks to her right, that door there, point to my left. Yes. Right. Says nothing. What a conversationalist. So... I do need access to the tea shop, though. Coin Lord Darrow's requested no unauthorized access. But I am authorized. You are not. Damn, she got me. Worth a shot? I feel like the personal questions, this is the wrong audience for personal questions. Why can't I ask the queen personal questions, huh? So that door, what's that door up there? Entrance to the old guard tower. Ah, I see. Level advancement. Oh. Oh, I leveled up. Sweet. Magistrate's back door. Okay, well. I'll level up and that'll probably be it for me tonight. Fun game. Ability score +1, hit points +5, 1 hit die, and more spell slots. Yay! Catch the next 2 streams of VODs. Oh no! Noki, what'll happen when I get lost? I do want to play a lot more of this, actually. Next time I guess I have to go to the water lanes because I can't, it seems like, get into the tea house yet. But post midnight, maybe. Also, the water. It seems like a lot of shit's going down the waterways. I gotta get my gear, talk to these fishermen, find this witness, and the dwarf and the human girl seem like they got some big plans going on down there. So that's interesting. But so it goes. Wisdom won't shut the fuck up. I feel like I fucked up taking low wisdom. I feel like strength and con aren't super playing into it. Dex won't shut up. Intelligence is all right. Charisma's barely coming into it in the actual back and forth. No tea, not until midnight. But I feel like buffing wisdom is the way to go. Since it won't shut the fuck up about it. Anyway. I'll be saving my game there. Great new save file. Water lanes. That way I know. Hold on. Go to the water lanes. There you go. All right. Continuing this on Thursday. Good stuff. On Sunday, we finish up Call of Duty 2 and spin the wheel. Who knows what we'll play on Monday? I don't. Tune in to find out. Love you all. Be good people. Talk to you later, you beautiful bastards. I will. See you around. Good night, everybody. Have a good weekend. I saved, right? Hold on. I go to water lanes. Okay. Save. There we go. Now I'm cooking with gas. God, I am